back, everyone, to another episode of Together Reroll. Episode 12.
12.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us. If you return, if you're new, welcome to the madness. This is where we get a bunch of children at the desk and play and try to act like adults while playing D&D.
What?
If we're
What?
Yeah.
Sounds fake.
So, before we get to our latest episode where we go into the deepest darks of the caves, no, not the
Don't you dare say Underdark. We're not going there.
You're not in the Underdark. Trust me, you're not in
I want to go in the Underdark.
You've
The
been in
caves
the
of
Underdark.
doom. I think I'd be comfortable in some place called Underdark.
Surrounded by rocks. What's the problem with
Nothing's comfortable in the Underdark.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
I'm a big guy. I get claustrophobic.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you do. But you go. You are right
character
now
that's claustrophobic.
in the caves of Gardum. But before we return to that and do a small summary, is there anything that we need to say?
I just have a real quick announcement again, which was the folks at Geek Unleashed allowed me to play with.
Yes, that's right. You just quite literally in our time yesterday. But whenever that's being published. Your second episode where I guess you had a couple of fights with the group.
Oh yeah, I got to play a character named Rollo. By the way, it was episode 7 and 8, so they'll be up on the YouTube channel Geek Unleashed. Obviously, they do live stream, but once they get it all put up, I think they're on episode 5 or 6 right now on the YouTube channel.
Okay.
Check it out. Episode 7 went kind of funky. They had a problem with the network cable, so all kinds of cuts and everything. So it's not going to be. But episode 8 was nice and clean. And lots of fun, and oh boy, I got that party really wondering what the hell I was gonna do.
Much like your character here.
So go check it out at the Twitch TV Geek Unleashed. The Wheel of Fate is the actual episode because they have multiple things they do, and then Geek Unleashed you can find it on YouTube.
Okay.
Anyway, lots of fun. Thank you again.
All right, and of course, I need to give another shout out to the lovely lady that has given to us all the lovely art that has been presented on our full freaking bar now for the not second time, but for the full game.
Are we getting a banner?
Let's see if you're gonna do it.
I know.
Here we go.
Corinne Milne.
Got it.
Yeah, I know. I had to catch myself. Because the first time you are trained with something, it is hard to recorrect it. At least with my brain.
And tonight we don't have.
Tonight we do not have Levon because we wanted to be responsible again.
Holiday season.
I know. The holiday
Retail.
season.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is why we should do away with holidays.
You know, every time that happens with him, I just imagine like a Santa Claus dragging him into the darkness by his feet as he's dragging.
Santa, no!
I know. He's just trying to get extra credit from Santa. That's what he's trying to
I'm not sure that's kind of the extra credit you want.
Yes, in a good way, right?
That's right. More presents. Right.
PG.
PG.
Right.
Less Krampus.
Yes, less Krampus. Yes.
No, that's what my doll's for.
Besides that, let's get back to our episode with the proper introductions. Let's do a little bit of recap to get everyone back on scene of where we are. After arriving to the great forging dwarven city, the great dwarven city Gardum. You landed, were investigated thoroughly by a tempered eye, a private investigator of the crown of the High King himself.
So you could call him a dick.
Yes,
He's a private dick.
He does. He is male. And after a bit of an interesting introduction of having to rip off a animated pouch that was given to you by Lady Lolo, by the bodyguard of Archmage Lady Lolo. You quickly put your face into it for science, and it grabbed your face like a face hug, giving out free hugs. Ripping it off, and that's the first thing the tempered eye sees is Hazel's face being separated forcefully from the sack.
At least the bag separated from the face.
You were about to be arrested, and you were. But Lady Lolo stepped in, had a very interesting...
Altercation?
Sure, we'll go with altercation about who is in the good authority of who at this
They had a
point.
measuring contest.
They had a measuring contest, yes. That's
Turns out she was
exactly
bigger.
what they had.
right.
But seemed to have some sort of handshake with your multipass rock.
Multipass.
Little color, small.
That's probably
maybe.
also
Yeah,
covered.
small little.
It's a free
Sorry,
pass.
what?
A small little inch stone of that has multicolors around it, almost like a rainbow, but it's more twisted and swirled.
So it's an infinity stone.
Oh, it matches my outfit.
It's not an infinity
That's
stone. It's
accurate.
quite literally you take the rainbow and you twist it. So that
So
it's
it's
twisting
thin.
around and stuff like that.
So it's still-
And with a basic draconic yet complicated rune on it. He took it and seemed to heat it up and place it into his book and proceeded to let you go. But he did not give your stuff back, and Sonny, you had a quick conversation, which he decided to be himself again, as the Tempered Eye asked for all of your certifications and papers and walked away. But you got your stuff back, including your technically illegal firearm.
Technically.
It's definitely illegal.
You know, but
Got out the black
when you
market.
have the stone of, I don't care what you say, it's not so
Yes,
illegal.
this is the
But
do
it's
whatever I
also
want and get away with it
been
stone.
reminded that it will not work in every situation.
No.
So, you went into the city of Galdun, met a couple of character dwarves, gained a couple of pointers of where at least you wanted to go, and found yourself making your way into a hole-in-the-wall bar at one of the lower levels of Galdun after going down a big chain elevator into the Old Fart.
Or the old frog.
Yes.
We're
The
not going
Old
in the old
Frog.
fart. We're not going in the old fart.
That's going to be edited out, right?
No, keep it
Nope,
up.
nope.
This is what you pay for.
Yeah,
Wait.
the old frog, and the person that you were looking for was the bear, as you kept being formidable expressions. Do not piss off the bear, or as you came to terms as you entered this lively bar that seemed to be a lot bigger than just a hole in the wall that it was clearly
Literally.
from the outside, literally a hole in the wall. As you met the old frog, the old frog's fart. Quite literally, the old fart as a bear of a dwarven individual, one of rippling muscles and endless locks of hair all across his entire body that was covered with tattoos of dwarven nature, telling his life story, but quickly muddled because of his body hair and his beard and his hair. He was a very wild creature. You got him good and drunk, you gave him a good time, and you gave him food on top of it. And he gave you a job after you gave documents that were...
Delivered a letter.
Yes, you delivered a letter.
Tell us about this letter, Nick.
I'm just the carrier. Don't
It
shoot the
had
carrier.
it had literally like 6 pages of empty blank canvas with the 7th paper... with the 6th canvas saying "Go to hell," essentially.
Fuck off.
Yeah, which was quite interesting. He, luckily, and I rolled high with the 17, he is not smart whistle, understood what that was. As he burned the documents with a bit of alcohol in his mouth and a torch to reveal... I always forget the actual artistry this is called, where you take one piece of line and you...
Filigree.
Filigree? Okay.
Filigree.
Oh, filigree, yeah.
Thank you. Filigree. But instead of pencil, it's actually in gold wire. Making an entire
Yeah, gold
garment.
filigree. Uh-huh.
And making these 6
like an etch-a-sketch.
filigree gold wire documents on the table that seemed to shimmer with the fire with light. He gave you a job before he gave you the information that you desired. You accepted it with no questions asked and went to the group and told them that you asked no questions, you can't have a job! Thus, you went into the mines of the rich. It was the
Rich Rock Mine.
Thank you, Rich Rock Mines, and proceeded into these caves that were having some trouble with the miners being forced out because of the wildlife, local wildlife down there, seeming to just overflow and charge in their direction, giving light that there's something bigger and badder that has moved in recently and is causing a ruckus in the normal wildlife chain that they have in the underground empire of Gandun. You venture forth, you went through the cave system as the air became hot and thick and still, and you found yourself defusing traps as you quickly found out there are kobolds down here. And then you met them. Alerted to your presence, but yet still hidden. You got a little bit of a drop on them as you set off the chain reaction of a battle between yourselves, kobolds, and a salamander in the distance.
Swole.
And a swole. Yes, he is. He's swole, but he's regretting.
He's not
that.
bold anymore.
No, he's not whole anymore. No.
I killed bigger.
Yeah. So as the so we get back to the battle, and I need to change the battle music.
So that's where we left off on episode 11, part 2 of Old Farts and Rich Rocks, and now we get to start on
Yeah, keep going, Nick. Keep going.
episode
Keep going.
12.
Pump it up.
Yeah.
Pump it, pump it, pump
Pump
it.
it. Pump it. Yeah. Anyway. So back into the battle, keeping track of who's going next. If I don't bury the pages, there it is.
Yeah, we're still on initiative, aren't we?
Yes. Do you still on initiative?
I jumped
I
down.
think it's
I've gone initiative. I jumped down.
So so what I have here, Derek already went, and he was waiting.
Holding in action.
Yeah, he was holding action, but he already released it. Ek started off.
I jumped down and took out.
Oh wait, no, you didn't release it yet. You're
No,
still holding
I'm
it
holding in
until
action.
the trigger of when.
Right.
Okay, just let me know when that is going to happen, and you remember you still use your reaction to hold your action. So
Okay.
it's one of those kind of situations you're holding, and then use your reaction to have, in this case, light spell to go on the lantern, which is actually quite ironic in nature.
Actually, it's going to go on one of the ceilings. Lights.
Slug knight? Okay, that's fine.
The
So-
range on it is 60, so.
I know,
60
but
feet.
you have to call it out beforehand. And last time you said lantern, but
No, I
He
said
said
ceiling.
you said ceiling? Okay, that's the 2 weeks talking for me. Anyway, so Barium, you already went, and now it is actually the salamander's turn. As he came out around the corner, seeing this orange glow, the salamander is going to actually take his turn. As he moves forward, there are 2 kobolds in the way, and as it slithers forward quickly, the 2 kobolds try to dive out of the way, not touching the animal. As you see the rippling heat waves coming off of the long, snaky body of this half snake, half almost, I want to say, and I always look at this, he's a very aquatic looking upper body of a person. Okay, both rolled the same thing. They are dexterous, so they do have that for themselves. 12. That's not going to be enough. So as the salamander slithers through quickly and not even giving a wincing eye of his allies, so to speak, the kobolds make contact, and unfortunately you hear "Ah!"
Sorry, headphones. Listeners.
Rip. Wait, a little louder.
Who would stop touching my die, you assholes?
Unfortunate.
There you go. I will change the volume here.
Okay. All right. You're almost maxed out up here.
Jeez. Okay. So they take damage, and if I remember correctly, it is
10d6. Only for
yeah, 10d6. Yeah.
But only the first time it's used.
Oh my god. I actually might die.
Awesome.
I'm glad I ran way back up here.
As you see 2 puffs of fire, as they just burst into flame and fall to the floor, crumpled.
Oh my.
Rip.
Dead?
As
Rip.
it
Still
dead.
only counts as
Dead.
one.
Yeah, they.
Wait.
Still only counts as 1.
As the salamander, now that he has proper space, slithers through straight towards Ek.
There's 2 more on the way.
There's another
Yeah.
2 on the way.
Oh no, there's two more kobolds.
Yeah.
He will go around. He's not.
There's a swivel on the way.
Oh no.
He's got to go through one. He can't. He's too big.
Okay, one. I'll say the small one is going to have to make a dexterity throw. Natural 16. He jumps out of the way. No, he stays in his spot, but he blizzards past towards Egg and gets within distance.
So
how
this
many
guy's
feet
really
was that?
mobile.
How many feet was that?
20.
Ooh,
25.
sorry, guys.
Because of the
Bless
die.
you.
Okay. So, as you see this thing slither through its foes, having two of the kobold as they pull them, as they just
Sorry, headphone users.
Everything on the body, they just burst into flame as their skin boils up and starts to melt off of their bones as they collapse on either side of the salamander. They're getting a badass entrance to this thing. As it goes around, one of the kobolds get out of the way and stumbles out of the way as it continues to sort of slither towards you as the very ground starts to heat up with a nice amber orange to it. And it comes over with a long trident that is glowing orange as well. It comes over and it's going to strike you.
Luckily, I'm raging.
Yes, you are.
You're a raging what?
Raging Inferno.
Raging. No, I'm not going to be a raging.
He's
Inferno.
raging
By the way,
in
Nick, I have a
Inferno.
quick player question. Which one's first, Hazel or Davros in the order of initiative?
We will get to that in a moment. Give me a moment.
Yeah.
You're trying to.
I just need to plan.
Just need to think of what you're gonna do, right?
I need to plan for both.
21?
Multitasking.
Oh boy, that's going to hit me.
Okay.
At least I know rogues.
Yeah, we both are operating.
We'll say the red die is 5.
For sure.
And unfortunately, fire is not going to be. I'm not going to be resistance to fire.
Actually, no. He's using 2 hands. I bet.
That's no one cares.
Yeah.
He's using 2 hands. So that
He's
goes to
just
D8s.
I was just gonna have him stand in the fire.
So you're going to take.
Because he's water to
You're going to take 15 points of piercing damage, halved, which is going to be 7.
Okay.
And then you're going to take 1 point of fire damage because I rolled a 1.
Ooh, good. I'll take
and
it.
then, so he takes his spirit as he glides across your front part of your tortoise shell as as the various latches across your chest that hold your path start to split and fray as a little bit of blood spills out. It comes around and suddenly, as you look up, you notice that he's completely around you and his entire snake body starts to squeeze and tries to hit you with it.
Really?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
His tail.
I'm not in that kind of a mood.
With a natural 1, you
Matrix. Nice try.
snap out with your turtle snap towards his neck, causing him to pause for a half a second as he moves. And then when he moves, it's almost like a dancing flame as the various tendrils that are part of his face move almost like it's in a free-floating liquid. As he moves around, it goes back into his place as he seems to be a little bit bewildered by your lack of impression on him. Lack of fear.
Never seen anything like me before. I haven't.
And he said 25 feet?
It's all right. I've never seen anything like you either.
It's gonna move. It's actually gonna stick right there.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I can hit multiple ones.
I have to double check something. Okay, no, I just had to double check something. Okay, so that leads to Hazel. It is your turn.
Okay.
What I was asking. Okay.
I held action. I cast the light onto the stalagmite so she can see.
Very well. Everything lights up as the remaining kobolds go. I'm not seeing holes.
Oh, that's right. They
Well,
have
actually, the
light
re-
sensitivity.
They have light sensitivity.
Oh, they do.
What is the range on that light, if I remember correctly?
It was
Is it
30
30
feet.
feet?
No,
standard light, yeah, so it's like,
Okay.
30 feet bright,
Wouldn't that
30
have
feet
happened when
dim.
the salamander
I think it was 30 feet bright, 30 feet dim.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait, I have
you don't
to
need
change-
light anymore because it's light.
What am I forgetting? I forgot to do this.
Oh.
There we
Ah,
go.
light!
Purple.
Isn't the salamander
Oh,
giving off
is that
light?
your light spell?
I guess it is now. Although my light's white, not purple.
Oh, that looks great on camera.
Yeah, we'll keep it like that.
It's
20
purple.
foot radius.
Yep.
The
Right,
salamander is
20
not
foot
emitting
dim.
a lot of
Okay,
light.
okay,
He
so
just has the orange.
He just said it's 20/20. 20 feet bright, 20
Thank
foot
you for
dim.
that. So that's
And I was-
essentially the whole map.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's essentially the whole map. Okay.
If he's in the middle, it's the whole map. Just
Okay,
run on the
Hazel,
shoulders.
it is your turn.
It's already getting fairly bright in there anyway because of the.
And those that are watching carefully, yes, there's one addition to the battlefield, which I just found after the game, which is that one little wall over there. which is what I wanted in the past, but stuff happens.
Because I had.
Hazel, what are you doing? Sonny, you're up next.
No, okay. I'm gonna get rid of the Swole Bolt first.
Ooh.
Poor Swole. What did he do to you?
He's there.
He's still just standing there as he has an arrow into him.
Numbers need to go away.
That's right.
As he's just standing there, tension is.
What did I do to you?
First, he's got to hit him. Oh,
Did you? No, you're right next to the salamander right now, correct?
It's hot.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
It's hot.
I'm making sure you didn't leave the. Go ahead.
Oh, leave his space because you now entered his space. Yeah.
Oh, well, I can get rid of that easy enough.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and attack with my new staff.
Your tri-staff.
Yeah. For a 19.
19 does hit.
So D6 and the D4.
All the damage.
Wait, no, not D6. 2D. Not D4. 2D6.
It's your monk ability plus an additional d6 per second damage.
Yes.
So, which is right now d6 plus d6. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
You're already at d6 damage, or I thought you were at. No, you're at a d6 damage. Never mind. Go ahead.
I'm level 6.
Yeah, there you go.
So 8 plus 5, 13. Including psychic damage.
Oh, there's his damage. What was the damage?
Do you need the bludgeoning and psychic separate?
No.
Okay, cool. 18. Sorry, 13.
Is that your final answer?
8 plus 5, 13. Final answer.
Okay. As you strike him, as you take out your triple segmented staff that has the small little brass nuggets on the, across the entire part of the staff that have been riveted completely. As you bring it out and go in with a swirl of motion, as you go in like a bow staff that has that almost like a nunchuck feeling, but in a bow staff version. It's a little weird. As you strike it once across its chest, his lower jaw cracks as his ears start to bleed. As he just brings it up, his both arms up and goes. You're looking really, really bad right now.
It's not dead yet.
The arrow still.
Boy, you got it.
He is
love
still.
You're seeing the dark side of Hazel.
Why aren't you taking it?
Alright.
Still here?
With the various metals that are still dangling off of him with bits of tired rope. As he's just sitting there with the arrow in his chest, half his face melted off, and now his other part of the jaw that looks like it's been split in two, but not entirely dislocated, and he's been snapped in a place. And it's just kind of hanging there with blood coming out of his ear.
I can just see Hazel now saying, "Take that!" What? You're still alive?
You have a second attack because you have a multi-attack. Remember
I
that.
can't, I know. I'm trying to decide if bonus action, get the fuck out of there, bonus action, stay and attack.
Don't you have mobile?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Mobile.
right now, with the term mobile, you hit him once. That.
Oh, okay, that counts?
Yeah, that counts.
Okay.
He does not get reactions on you
Okay.
because of mobile. But the other guy will because you're within melee range of him. You have to do it for each person.
Unless you hit him, then you get
No, it's just an attack.
Unless you try to hit someone else. It
Right.
doesn't even hit or miss. It's a hit or miss, and then they don't get
Okay.
it.
Okay, I'll try to hit Salamander Dude real quick, and I doubt I did.
Is that down the
But,
tunnel?
So you strike once with to the salamander using your second attack.
yeah, 15.
15.
Is there another kobold next to you?
No, there is another kobold next to me, but I'm more afraid of the Salamander's attack than the kobold.
15 just
Able to
hits.
make it.
Yeah! 15, guys, that's all we need.
Really?
And that's a D4 and a D6.
Wow.
Yes.
To hit who?
The salamander.
Salamander.
You take 9 points of fire damage.
How many?
Yep.
You take 9 points of fire damage as you
Ow.
turn around and take the top part of the bow staff and use it like a cali stick and strike his, the bottom part of his snaky body. The very heat around him that is just in peripheral of him suddenly just heats up around you and heats up the very staff that you're holding as your hand is scalding hot right now as you pull back and retract from the damage.
Yeah.
But you did hit, so what was your damage?
Pretty good. Almost max. So 6 plus 3 is 9, plus 5 for 14.
14 points of damage right off the bat. Excellent. And for your bonus action?
Was that not bonus action?
No, you have multi-attack, remember? Your 6th level.
That
you
does
get
that
two
work
tabs.
with
That
weapons?
works with your staff
weapons?
as well. Yeah.
It's monk weapon.
It's a monk weapon. That is
Alright.
specifically a monk weapon.
Cool.
Like if you're not
Sorry,
able
guys.
to use it.
It's okay. It's a new weapon. You're figuring it out.
Then fuck it, I'm gonna attack the kobold in the hallway too.
As you whip around for a bonus action attack, technically you have to do an offhand attack, so you would not. Actually, no, you can with that weapon. I forget that.
Yeah.
So go right ahead.
That hits 18.
18. Roll your damage.
Kobold King.
Oh, only one. But
With a 5.
So 6.
So 10, 11 points of damage.
Why are you
the
rolling a d4 this time?
Because bonus action, use the d4. It says on the thing.
Oh, you use a d. No. Okay, let me see it real quick. Because monks, they use their monk fist. So it doesn't matter if it says a d4 on this. You would still use your monk strike on it.
Okay, well I used a d4 on the last one.
Well, quit holding back on these guys.
Yeah. So
Don't go easy on
if
him.
he uses it, it's only a d4
Okay.
because he's not a monk. If you use it, it's a d6 because you've been trained in the art of monk. So yes, normally
because it
would
counts
only
as a
be-
monk weapon.
It counts as a monk weapon. All weapons, like simple weapons, would be normally that low, a d4 or d6. But since you have martial arts training, it would be higher than that. So your d6 overrides the d4.
Well, let me just write that down.
Wait, roll your
Because
damage
it says
first.
Well, yes, that's
For-
if you're
that's
not a
for
monk.
anybody
and
else.
It's not gonna your monk capabilities on your character sheet override that.
So 5, 8, 13.
13.
Ah, speed.
How would you like to do this? It is first blood.
Well, for you it is. I already
No,
took
we-
2 of them out.
yeah.
Well, first major blood, okay?
That still only counts as 1.
With 1 hit point remaining, how would you like to take care of? As he has his arms up the air, trying to keep the blood from seeping out of his.
Wait, that's not Swole
She,
Bolt.
she was
no.
attacking the little kobold that was next to her.
Oh!
Yeah, the kobold hiding in the hallway.
In the hallway.
Okay, I misunderstood. Sorry, I can't see right now. All right, just keep that in mind. Very well.
Is that kobold still alive?
So take him, take that other kobold as you turn around and just punt the thing into the ceiling. And a guy goes, ah! And he's gone.
He's impaled on one of his
He's impaled
stalactites.
one of the other ones.
And,
Stalactites.
And then you die when this
and
falls on your
then
head.
I'm gonna run
Right.
my ass back
Cave
up
collapses.
here.
And there's nothing else within melee range, correct?
Nope.
Okay.
Got all of them.
Make a acrobatics check, please. As you run up the, not exactly,
Not saving throw, just dex, right?
yeah.
Or sorry.
Acrobatics?
19.
Okay, you're good. Alright.
Meep meep.
Sonny, it is your turn.
Sonny reaches in his pouch with components, pulls
Okay.
out a piece of black liquor, starts rubbing it faster and faster and faster, and points at you two and says, "Go get him. Haste."
Oh. First of all, put this concentration on Sonny, please.
Alright.
And let's put orange for
Where is
fierce.
Sonny at?
Over
Still up
here.
there, still up there, yep.
And that was
That's me
Spin
paying.
spell.
What you be along with?
Onto
You two, go get him.
Twin spell.
And put these two on Sparks and Barrier. So, Sonny, as you release this power from your body again, as you feel a little bit of coldness into your fingertips and through your entire arm, Sonny and Barrier, everything slows.
Spark. And Barry.
Sorry, Sparks and Barrier, everything slows.
hey, everyone's slow except you.
I'm just sitting there, just eyeing and targeting.
Oh, you're slow.
The alcohol must have just worn off.
Is that it, Sonny?
Eyes flickering.
Okay.
Just the eyes flickering.
Now it
red,
is the
yellow.
kobold's turn. Those that are remaining.
Really? Wow. I thought it was a higher on initiative, but I guess not.
If
Oh.
you're not surrounded by people.
Sparks are just sitting there.
Depending on the 15 footer.
There's literally only 3 remaining. Yep.
Yeah, I took out 2.
And, well, 2 of them died from friendly fire.
That's true.
And then Hazel happened.
And
think we're gonna go for a quad feed.
Yep.
3 strikes? Yeah, that's pretty good.
Apparently.
I'm gonna go for a quad feed.
I should have done more damage on the salamander guy because I rolled a
Okay,
d4
so
whatever.
they're gonna go gang up on the one guy that seems to be having trouble, which is Ek. So as you just as the three remaining coal bosses, they think there's bigger numbers than what they have, just suddenly charge in.
Let's see how well you
As two of them come out with rusty daggers, and the other one takes out a sling and pulls it back and shoots it towards you.
So one stays in a distance.
At disadvantage because of the bright light.
Ooh.
So the distance that's two are
Surprisingly, rolling
Oh,
twice
good.
on the
Yes,
same
please
one.
get closer together.
That's going to be a 19.
Oh, you fucker.
I take that as a hit. I thought your shell was harder.
I was like, yeah, you couldn't even hit me.
So that's
You hit me!
going to get you in the total nipple. If that's even a thing. Now it is. 4 points of bludgeoning damage reduced to 2.
4 points of bludgeoning.
As as the other two kobolds come behind you and just come in and try to give you a friendly shake. So normally they have pack tactics, they would have advantage normally, but they have disadvantage because of the light. So it's just a straight up roll. 4, 1. So as they go up and go, as they just going into your backpack like lunatics. They're doing nothing. They're just stabbing holes in your backpack.
Oh shit!
That's pissing me off.
It's okay, you're raging.
I'm already pissed off.
You can't hit me. What? You hit me.
As you hear a couple of pots and pans fall off your backpack, and one of them holds up the pot and puts it on his helmet.
Oh, you thought your head is mine. It's going to be impossible.
They think they're doing good.
Don't worry, his head is a helmet, but that helmet.
The Swobold. Who is the closest person to the Swobold?
That's still gonna be.
He has immediately 1 hit point. He's gonna do something.
Oh, yeah.
Ack is the yellow one there.
I'm the only one down there. Yeah.
So,
Okay.
if he can,
That's right,
he's
I'm
going
out,
to go
but-
right
You
towards.
ran all the way down and ran all the way back.
Does he have to pass
She ain't
within
stupid.
5 feet of the...
He's been within 5 feet.
It's not being
Oh
within
shit!
5
No, I
feet.
shouldn't be able
It's
to.
a contact.
It's
Gotcha.
contact.
Gotcha.
Which is
Okay.
why the other two had to make a dexterity saving throw.
Supposed to be
Right.
down here.
Otherwise, they would have been dead.
Yeah. Good. Well, I was afraid it was
I fucked
radiant
up. I
heat.
fucked
Then
up.
that'd be like, ouch, that would hurt. Just all I just do is stand next to you. So that's good.
So, yeah. You're standing next to it, you would know that it's not that.
Yep.
So, how many movement?
15.
He moved 15? Okay.
Remember,
He has, okay.
You're here.
All right, gentlemen, settle
First
down.
stop.
So again, he has pack tactics, but he has some nice sensitivity, so he would be rolling at straight up right now. So he's going to go and slam Ek, or attempt to. 19?
Damn it!
Another fucker.
They're behind you.
See, this is why we were going after Swobold. We knew he was gonna be a dick.
This is the pen
That's
mentality.
going to be...
Just run in there, have everyone fight him, and then get boom.
there's always a pen.
It's always a pen.
That's going to be 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Half to 6.
Half to 6. As he goes around you and as you're distracted, suddenly you just see this giant kobold that's still a little shorter than you, but impressive in the size. As you see him just screwed up with his jaw still broken in place, as he begins to speak, it has that, reverberation.
Really?
Those that know Draconic don't even know what he said because it's so mumbled. As he takes his big bulbous arm and grasps you and starts to crush you and lifts you up into the air. As
That's what he did the 6 points of damage with?
Yeah.
Wow.
As he's just doing crushing damage and just giving you a basic,
All right.
a swole.
All right.
Yeah.
A little bit of... I'm like... All right.
And you
A
are
little bit less of a fucker.
and you are considered to be grappled.
Why is Ek getting all
Oh,
the
I
hugs?
am. Shit. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. You should go punch the guy and find out.
About to.
Of course I am. Duh.
Yeah, he only gets
I'm
that
picked
one
up.
time, didn't he?
That he picked me up. 475.
Yeah.
How tall is your character?
5'2".
Oh,
And
okay.
This thing's 4 foot.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
Well, if he got down at my waist,
Yeah.
he could pick me
Yeah.
up.
Which is easy enough for his size.
Usually
All right.
a shorter
Put me,
person can't pick up
put
a
me in
taller
blue.
The
one.
average kobold, the average kobold is about 2-3 feet. This one's about 4.5 feet tall.
Okay.
He's actually considered to be a medium creature.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a big bolt.
Yeah, he's a big fucker. Big
Well,
fucker.
and the 5'2".
Sparks, it is your turn.
Okay.
That's my
You all might want to
is a
cover
little
your
bit in
ears.
trouble right now. Sorry.
So, Sparks is just kind of watching as his eyes are flickering between yellow and red. He's just calculating. So there, Ek, I am sorry. You might want to cover your ears. Lighting strike.
I'd like to. What?
My hands are caught. What are you
Duck your
talking
head,
about?
duck your head, duck your
Everyone on the
head.
board.
Hold on.
Everyone on the board.
That's, what I
That's
like.
right. Duck your head. Yeah, that's right.
So,
He can duck his head, right? Yeah, he can
everyone
duck his head on
needs-
his shell.
So make a Constitution saving throw.
Ow.
As everyone on
No,
the
he
board
said he
gets
was
it.
ducking his head inside his shell.
All right, so
That's
I've
it.
redone my Yogsmith, the Vlogsmith die, my Vlogsmith die, which is my
It looks better
Don't
now.
Fuck Me Gil. So it looks way better, and it's rolling better. I don't know why it's happier.
Is it for half
Don't
damage
say
or
that.
more damage?
Is it really?
Don't jinx
Yeah,
it.
because it didn't roll a 1.
It rolled 2?
It rolled a 2.
Okay. Well, that is better than one.
This is why you don't jinx things.
That's right.
Half and not knocked prone.
Or keep using
Okay. Very well.
DC 15.
was like Chris with the gold one.
Yeah.
I'm already
for the
texting
3 kobolds, 1,
You're grappled right
2,
now.
what's the save?
15.
15.
Gone.
One of them saves, the other 2 fails.
Okay.
And for the salamander, oof. Salamander fails.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone that failed is knocked prone.
Yep, so the kobold, the kobold stays, and 2 of the kobolds go back 10 feet, and so does the salamander. And I'm not prone. Salamander.
No wonder the Stowell stayed. He's got 470 pounds holding him to the ground.
And one of the little kobolds saved.
For 6 points of thunder damage.
Well, actually, no, I'm over
Okay,
500
so
because with all my pack.
Take the 2 that failed, they are flung back as you see body parts flying off of the body.
Ooh.
Oh my.
Ow.
And the
The Swobold is dead.
Yay.
Because he has 1 hit point, right?
right?
Yeah, hold on.
So I guess he's not grappling
Oh,
you
maybe he
anymore.
explodes when he does.
I gotta take damage.
Like
So,
everyone like you.
alright. Re-describing what happened. You kind of got interrupted. As you,
I'm sorry,
as you chain the rings on the back of this curved Asian blade, as the runes, as with a strike of lightning, suddenly jumps from the point of your sword to basically where Ek is. As I want everyone to make a Constitution saving throw, as your ears are deafened on the inside.
300
As
feet?
all-
Oh, no.
300 feet is reduced to
Oh my god.
Dude.
That was 300 feet in this space?
Yes.
Oh my god.
In the
As
cave.
you see the two of the kobolds and just get
So imagine taking a
splattered on the
firecracker
wall.
and wrap it around your hand.
Yeah, you have to make that same too.
You're
Yeah,
opening up your ketchup bottle. You're having
yeah,
a-
you're opening up a catch ball as the swole that was crushing you, and then suddenly
Oh shit. He needs
you
it.
make a Constitution saving throw as well.
I already did, and I rolled a 2.
As you hear and the story for it, and suddenly you just see the blood come out of his small little pupil, yellow eyes, his ears, and his mouth as he drops, still holding you, and just keeps that eye contact before. Hey.
Sorry, can't tell what you're saying.
You're not grappled.
24.
That poor Swobold.
I'm no longer
Fuck that
grappled.
guy.
Still my turn?
What happens to those of us that failed?
Swobold.
You are
I'm no
okay.
longer grappled.
What was your saving throw?
11.
11. You failed. Failed.
Both of us failed.
13.
Failed.
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 How many
Robot
points?
boy.
How many
Oh,
points?
25.
You
24,
succeed.
sorry, 24.
And you failed.
I failed.
So those that have failed, endeavors,
Yeah.
failed too.
Yep.
Oi, it was a 15 saving throw, guys. For those that
He
failed,
rolled a
you
9.
You are deafened.
And I rolled a 1.
You are deafened for the next round.
Okay.
Okay.
And next with my now,
As you hear
Our ears are ringing.
I use
Are we
sorry.
not prone at all?
No, you're just.
Oh, dead.
Our ears
did
are
you
ringing
make a-
because of
did
the
you make a
noise.
Constitution saving throw?
I failed.
Oh, then you are moved 10
That's
feet
nice that we're only deaf.
So,
So-
next to the salamander.
So the-
still.
next to the
No.
salamander. Yeah.
No, he got pushed away from
Here,
me.
roll this directional die.
Oh,
Because
so
he was the center of the blast.
Yep, pushed away. right
And
against
you are
the
not
rocks.
as well.
Ow.
And for the purposes, you are deaf as well.
Death.
You are deaf.
Deaf.
So, that was my hasted action. I forgot to specify that. That was my hasted action to use that attack. So I'm then
Okay.
going to go over and
So only
run across
Yeah.
to the now prone salamander,
Okay.
and I'm going to hit him twice.
As you go
with advantage because
with
it's
a
prone.
blink of an eye, the only one that is not deafened is everyone else is holding their hands up their ears and just screaming out of their mind. You, as your each footstep is making small little impact craters.
Flan succeeded.
It's nice.
Good to know. Good to know.
So Glenn can hear. And
As
Robo
you
Boy can
jump up and go, leading point first into the sword, you make your 2 attacks because technically you used an item which you can use for a
And
haste.
I'm at advantage because he's prone.
Yes, you are.
So there was no damage to that other than being knocked back and
Knocked prone with
You took
6
damage.
points. 6
You took
points.
6 points of damage.
Thank you. I didn't.
Half is because you're
No.
No,
no,
not thunder.
Not
and
him.
Yep.
Not him.
Yep.
That's not a
I
path.
figured that I should have took damage because the Swobolt died, which said he took damage.
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
Right. That's
first,
why I was like, I don't think
He
I
was
took
at
damage.
1
when I
hit
was supposed
point, and even though he succeeded,
to. Yeah.
Does a 26 hit?
barely. For your damage.
Next, I'm going to roll both attacks together.
Okay?
Does a 23 hit?
No. Yes, it does hit.
It's the one number that doesn't.
We just need a 15.
Yeah, you have to be exactly 15. Oh, that would be annoying.
I have advantage now because
That
I'm
would be
doing that as
really
well.
annoying creature to have that kind of. Oh.
Okay, first attack is going to
Yeah,
be
almost
white.
as annoying as the creature every time I hit him to take damage.
Thank you for the reminder.
Nice. Good damage, good damage.
Gotta be fair.
That's fine. So let's see, that first attack is going to be 14 points of slashing.
Oof. And second,
Second attack is going to be 17 points of slashing.
hey, good. Okay.
Wow.
As you do a big arcing strike, as a bit of its slightly luminescent orange blood hits you, you take 11 points of fire damage.
Okay.
As it just starts to seep into you as it burns you. Starts to burn you.
Action surge.
Okay. As you suddenly turn around and do another series of blows.
That's going to be a natural 18 plus 7, so
That
it hits. And that is going to be a 18.
Hits.
So an 18 hit. Okay. 2 more hits. 2 more loads of damage.
12 points of fire damage for another 2 hits.
What was that? 23.
Oh, because you take fire damage when you hit him.
Yeah, you take damage from
Yep.
him. That's why I'm taking this advantage to just kill him. Okay, so that first attack is going to be 17 points.
Ouch.
No, it's going to be 20 points. No, wait. Sorry, let me calculate that
27.
again.
What's the final?
Hey, we have
17
20,
points for the first hit.
20.
17 points.
Final answer.
Final answer.
Okay.
9 points for the second one.
Ouchie, ouchie, ouchie. So, everyone, as you look up with your ear still just crying for mercy, you just see a blur motion as this 7-foot tall robotic humanoid suddenly, almost anime style, and then suddenly, as he moves with a series of blurs, suddenly 4 stripes just appear on the Salamander's body, as blood just skewers all over Sparks and starts to sizzle on top of past his body. As you see both of all of his eyes red and fire with hatred, as this thing is on the floor, still landing on the floor and wreathing in pain. It is still up and active, and it has its various fish-like form, or in the description, I'm not quite so sure about this one, but its fish-like face with its floating tendrils on his body starting to fall apart as his body is starting to boil with more heat as more of its blood is released from his body. And you see the very white pinpoints, cold eyes burning with hatred as it just looks you and stares you into your soul.
My eyes just glimmer in a fading red between a roan red and a light roan.
And with that, with the realization of what you are, a little bit of
Shield up,
Fear.
sword behind the back.
just overwhelms him.
Just throw the blood down.
Nearly a soulless creature bearing down on his body. And now that's the end of your turn. Yeah. Yeah. Why do you think?
He's Warforged, holy shit.
Yeah.
Wipe the field and do 70
And
points of damage to
everyone,
one.
you just start to feel what an army of these things would do. It is a sight to behold and a thankful ally to be on your side.
That's right.
What are you gonna do, my All right.
Warming up that dye there, Derek. He's massaging his dye over.
Well, all attacks on it are made at advantage.
Well, it's laying down.
Melee attacks.
Not range.
Oh, range is a disadvantage because
Sparks,
it's range. Sorry.
suddenly you see a flare of light behind you as you hear as you turn around and you see a robed individual of various different colorful patches of hair. Dwarven hair. No, yeah, quite literally the dwarven hair of that had been braided into dwarven beards and that have been cut off and has been made into some strange mage robe of some sort with another kobold that had both of his horns ripped off. Or shattered off in this point, and suddenly you see a small 3-point arcane circle, and you see suddenly 3 bolts of fire that fly towards you. With advantage.
Where's that coming from?
From behind
It
me.
is coming. From
Well,
this
we just see
hallway.
the blast.
Oh, the one
right?
kobold is still up.
The blast is coming from what
He
direction?
was the only one that hid because he is remotely smarter
So it's-
than his dumber fellows.
Right.
So
Inside the
he's
cave.
down inside the cave there. That
Yes,
was
he
inside
is.
The blast is coming from that side of the cave. All right.
He actually moved up. So
He was out of sight before.
yeah,
No.
he's rolling with advantage because he did get the drop on you.
Yeah, you get to see.
Do we at least see the direction the
Oh,
attack
you
comes
definitely
from?
all
see the
see
direction.
this because 3 months of fire just came out of the freaking hallway. So you definitely see that. So that's going to be a 15 to hit. Oh, sorry, no, 16 to hit.
Nope.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, it's not meant
Second
to.
one. Oh, come on. Second one does not hit. Third one, come on, buddy. Come on, kobolds. Kobolds for the As
Oh, yeah, that's right, I do.
as you are bathed with fire but protected with your iron hide, as 3 bolts of light, as you just slowly turn around and make eye contact with this sorcerer-like kobold, very anime. As you turn around and you just hear, oh fuck! And those that are draconic, actually you can't hear it. You just the only one that can hear.
Over the shield.
As it starts, it takes
yeah.
10 feet down the hallway. Run away! Run away! You literally just took it and nothing happened.
Tink, tink, tink.
Oh god.
Thank you for getting my attention.
Derek, it's your turn.
Ah.
End it already. This is terrible.
All right. Five.
You're almost at the top.
Right.
You don't hear me scream something.
Derek, you don't hear anything.
That's why he doesn't hear it scream something.
That's right.
Make an acrobatics athletics check as you're going down that pathway. Derek?
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out how far I can go here.
Well, make an acrobatics
You can go
athletics
40
check to
feet,
see how far you do go.
If you make it, you're gonna go farther. If you don't, you're gonna go farther down.
But he's gonna go further either way.
Yep.
Just may not be the way he
I'm
wants to go.
confused.
I don't have that spell.
How is A greater than B while B is greater than A?
20 modified.
You're fine. Move your distance.
Magic.
He's going the distance.
I can go
for
the
speed.
distance.
Copyright.
30. I can't.
That's why I'm not
get
going
to
any further.
him.
Yeah, please don't.
Because I don't care how
We're
far.
small time people. I want to remain that way for now. Okay.
Where's
I don't
the
want
salamander?
The salamander's a big thing.
That's
right?
right. Sneaky too.
I can't get him either.
Well, you can get
Nick, you don't
closer.
care.
There's another little
As long as you
couple.
don't say it.
No, I can't
Okay,
get to
you
him.
got
All right.
5,
Yeah, I'm just
4,
going this way. All right.
3.
Okay, as I'm going, I'm gonna stealth and switch. No, I'm not gonna switch out weapons. Okay, I'm just gonna stealth.
Okay. Well, first of all, where are you stealthing? Because if you're just running.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going.
I'm assuming that's as far as I can go. If each square is 5 feet
Yeah.
and I was there, then I can only go 30 feet.
Well, if you came
Wait,
from up
can I
here.
dash? I can dash though,
You
right?
can use a bonus
you won't be
action
able
to
to attack.
dash because you are a rogue.
Oh yeah, rope duh.
Bonus action. Yeah, okay, I'll use my bonus action to dash.
Okay. Because you're going to get sneak attack because you are swashbuckler and you just go, aha!
That's right, and I'm going aha right at that guy who fired the fireball.
Steal with the high pick.
That's right. Yeah, I don't hear anything. It's just
Which is-
I'm going after
Yeah,
him.
which
Something
counteracts
blocking
your ability to move around for some people.
Right.
But for you, nothing bothering you, nothing giving sway, and just going out to
walking
the
on
small
walls.
little kobold, dressed in robes of various dwarven hair, braided in very shiny bits, as he just looks up with his broken, shattered horns, as you now see a bit of an arcane rune that almost looks like it's been drawn on his face.
Okay.
He just turns out.
That's right.
Not that he can hear.
All right. All I hear is a ringing. So
Sorry, headphones.
Yeah, it's at the end of your next turn.
Yeah,
So you still can't hear
that's gonna break
right.
some
So
headphones.
I get advantage here, right?
With that
it.
pip
No,
stat.
you can attack him straight up
You need to put in
because you do
video
not
warning.
surprise him. But well,
Headphone users warning.
You're not coming out of stealth.
Right.
You are coming around the corner and coming to get him. You can attack him, but as a swashbuckler, if you hit, you still get sneak attack
Okay.
because you're an asshole.
Right.
Because you're
Well,
the only
Wait,
Because
I'm
you're
an
an
asshole
asshole.
too. Do
Hey.
I get sneak attack?
No, because there's nobody else with it.
This is obviously mistaken.
know this asshole.
Mistaken.
I mean, I just-
identity. Okay.
Someone's jealous just
That's because you're
Filled with
so nice.
assholes.
Okay, 15.
My next.
15 does hit.
Gotcha.
Barely.
Yep.
As you take the one of your two rapiers and just slip it in between the braids of the hair.
All right. No. Sorry, that was my fault. It was only a 13.
13, and as you go in between the hairs, you hear a tunk. As he's pushed to the floor, as you release it, you see no blood, and he's like here, and he just runs down the.
Fuck this shit,
Actually, you
I'm
don't
out.
hear what he says. So anyway,
That's right.
yep, okay.
I get that the sign language though.
Actually, does because it's the end of his turn.
Fuck this shit.
And now you start to hear as you hear.
Are you staying there?
I did a dash, so I don't have any recourse.
Well, technically,
Well,
you
yeah,
didn't
you
use your
dash.
action.
So,
45. You have 15 more feet of movement.
You have 15 feet more movement if you want to move.
But he's also not moving yet, technically. If you wanted to chase
5
him.
seconds. 4.
Yes, I'm gonna trip him up. I'm not gonna let him get away.
Okay, so you're staying where you are.
Yep.
Okay, Ek, it is your turn.
Oh, really?
Your ears are.
I'm going to roll over. I do not like laying on back. Back, not good.
Using half of your movement to get back up. As you take one, roll yourself 1, 2, and then push yourself over 3, and then get back up.
There's a kobold in front of me.
As, is the,
Is he wearing a pot on his head?
the kobold that's standing there just grunting out.
Is he wearing the pot on his head?
Yes, he is.
Oh, God.
As he has that one pot in his hand, as he's holding onto one hand, he's just holding it. Roll your attack. As he turns around, just opens one of his eyes to see you. Oh!
Personally, I would have just grabbed the pot off his head and bonked him on the head with it.
You might have done it actually.
I don't want to dent my pot.
It's cast iron, it's fine.
It's a brand new pod.
It's cast iron.
Pick it up.
Cast iron.
That's a 18 to hit.
Hits.
Frying pan.
That's what I would have done. Yeah.
Just watch that movie. the other
Let's
day.
see
It's such a
here.
good
So
movie.
this is 1d12 plus 7.
So many references.
Come here, you. Get out of there. Get out of there.
The
My
nose.
hands are slippery.
Well, what have you been doing to make your hands slippery? I know
Keep
you're
it
not
in
a person
seconds.
person.
There you go.
Okay, 17 points of damage. Slicing.
How would you like to end it?
My pot.
I slice the head off. The head pops off. The body goes to the ground, and I, with my other hand, with my
As
left
the-
hand, I grab the pot
as the-
handle
as the-
and stick it back in my pouch.
As the pot is holding just tightly enough the kobold's had before, as you hear, as the horns that were still shut are still kept a little bit of a tight.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, you don't hear that. That's true. As
true.
a slight second later,
I'm going to remind myself to wash that before I use it next.
as you put it back in, just stuff it in your backpack. You do have 1 attack left
Ah.
and some movement.
And yes, because I haven't moved at all other than standing up. So I've got
Yeah.
half movement, which would be 20
You do
more
realize to
feet.
your right side there is just painted in gore.
As you just see a
you
warforged
see-
just go and ham.
Well, and
So,
also the 2 kobolds
Is
that
that
explode.
is there? So I can only really see. I think I can only
salamander.
see the.
You see the salamander
Oh, you see
putting
him.
up one hand as it's just being
You can see
murdered
him.
by a robot.
Can I? Let me see. Let me do
Just
one
barely.
sight. Oh shoot! I could see him.
That's what you're gonna think.
I don't know if you can hear
I don't have movement to get to him though, so I'm going to the salamander. I only have 20 feet, so I'm going to go to the salamander,
Okay.
and I'm going to join my friend in some sushi making.
20 feet. There you go. Oof.
Okay.
That salamander's not having a good day.
because it is prone.
I don't know if Davros likes the idea of you saying the sushi making.
25 to
He
hit.
doesn't like
I
Yes.
must appreciate the notion of stressy making.
And that
you
would
would
be
like sushi.
13 points of damage.
You
Slashing.
take 11 points of fire damage.
Oh god!
Yep. Yeah,
Ow.
it hurts.
as you go up there and and just bring it down on top of the side of its snake body that it's not preoccupied by murder body.
Shink, 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 shink.
As you bring it down, you hit a vein that has the blood almost high pressure across your body as it just burns the left side of your face and upper part of your body. As it just burns into your body, and you hear a couple of popping sounds as the skin.
Does he?
Here and across the bottom.
No, here.
No, hearing.
Hearing?
He can feel it.
That is, you can feel it, and just as your sound's starting to come back, you hear as the water turning into steam and is still popping underneath the skin.
Ow, instant second degrees.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really happy that I used bludgeoning.
You have a bonus action?
I'm not sure that helped.
I don't think you have
I don't think I can do anything with it. But
You're definitely still raging.
I am still raging.
Yeah.
I don't think I can do anything with it. Let me double check real quick.
3, 2,
Yeah.
1.
Bonus action. Oh, okay, no. That's going to be my healing kit.
Okay.
I
We'll deal with that
wouldn't
later.
recommend biting this one.
Davros, it is his turn.
That sounds like it'd be ill-advised.
He'd probably run away at this point.
Very.
Oh wait, he never does that.
A
No,
fish
how
out
many
in
times
a
that
hot
he
environment,
fucking
not
dies?
being very happy with the terrain that he's in, but he still has stuff to do.
I'm not reckless yet. I didn't want to go reckless on him because high AC on that thing probably.
He would go for this
Well,
one.
Let the tanks deal with the big guy, or let the rogues go around.
I was on advantage though.
Okay.
I should have.
He's
done it.
basically in the same space as Ek.
So he's
I
going to go
just can't-
forward.
Yeah.
He's going to hit and come back.
I just can't get him
Oh,
over
you're
there
right.
because of the
You're right.
weapon.
Wouldn't it? Yeah. What's the point?
Oh, okay. I'll say that he's able to get there just fine.
Okay.
Roll with advantage because he's prone.
And is he still stealthed from before?
He's also getting attacked by
if I
two
remember
people.
correctly, he did not stealth after he released the arrow.
Okay.
But if he hits because there's an ally, first of all, he has advantage.
Yeah.
So he'll get advantage.
it
Since
doesn't
he has
need
advantage,
stealth.
he'll get sneak attack regardless.
Cool.
If you hit, of course.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he hits.
And
15 plus 8.
Just
Yeah.
a little. Roll your damage with sneak attack. And if I remember correctly, it's 3d6 for him?
It's 3d6. On the sheet it says 2d6, but it's 3.
How do you know it's 3d6 then?
Because I looked it up in the book that at level
Then
6 it's
it was just a minor.
6 is 3d6.
yeah.
It's
And
3d6, yeah.
level 5's 3.
Yeah, no, I was pretty certain it was 3d6 instead of 6. He didn't.
Yeah. No, just the sheet has old info.
Yeah.
10, 13, 14, plus 5, 19.
How would you-
19.
How would you like to end it?
Hey, he's gonna come in and slash his head off.
Steel killer.
It's a large creature. Okay,
Daniel
so
kills
as you
Daniel.
come, as Davros comes around the corner, dried out by the weather, which is a little irritable, but it's like putting a fish in a sauna. It's,
Yeah.
Well, actually, anti-sauna, dry sauna. It's a dry heat. It's terrible. As
It's
he,
a dry
as he comes
heat.
around the corner, he does receive 12 points of fire damage.
He's hot.
Double six.
This thing is
He's
just.
hot.
Yeah, this thing is just spurting blood everywhere.
Yeah.
Is
He's
it,
being
is it,
murdered.
or is it just the heat from his body?
It's the heat and his
the heat
entire
from his
body
blood.
is yeah. Anyway, let me describe real quick. As he comes around the corner and jumps off, using Ek as a purchase. One, using jumping off the 7-foot murder bot, Sparks. Jumps off and use the momentum of him moving around in the corner and having jumping up over him just to the point that he's about to hit the ceiling and dives down at an angle as the Salamur starts to get up and position himself as he's trying to slither around away as his neck suddenly pierces with a sword. As blood just liquefies his body at this point as he becomes a smoldering man, a smoldering fist, as he continues the momentum and just puts his entire body from going from this direction and turning it like this and twisting it almost like a copter rotation around his neck as he lands and do a acrobatics just for fun.
Come on, stick it. Stick that landing.
15.
15, I'll say it, as he does a combat roll and gets up hero formation on one knee and slids about 2-3 feet as the head and the body as the orange amber blood spills out.
steam comes off of his body.
There is still one person on the field.
That's right.
You
He's getting a sword
efficient
in the back.
motherfuckers.
Efficient?
Efficient.
Indeed.
Well, Salmon,
Well, he still technically has more to do.
what would you like to do for his bonus action
Throw a
and
dagger?
rest movement?
Okay, I moved. Oh fuck! I think that might have been all of his movement. I'm gonna try to throw a dagger down the hallway at the kobold though.
How far away is that? And is he in line
20
of
feet.
sight?
5, 10, 15, 20.
And it's
Okay.
well within sight, yeah.
Okay. So 20 feet? He's within just normal hitting range.
Is there
Right
advantage
in?
or no?
Yeah, no, it's not advantage.
Okay.
There's a guy.
Is he engaged? So it's
He already did sneak attack.
Oh.
Yeah.
So no.
So he doesn't get another sneak attack.
He only
I
does.
thought they got advantage one, but it's like whether you use.
I hate when those
No,
dice
no,
slide
not
like
on
that.
everything that you get
It's a
sneak
kobold,
attack.
so-
If you don't have advantage,
It's a kobold.
and there's a guy occupying the
Alright.
enemy, that's when you get
12?
sneak attack. 12?
Nope.
No, that would
Because
not
I
be
think he's
enough.
at 15.
As he throws the dagger, it hits and cuts a little bit of the dwarven hair that he's wearing on his body, and but unfortunately, it just glances off.
If
too
I didn't
much
hit
and
with a
goes into
13,
the
he ain't gonna
body.
hit with a 12.
Yeah.
It just ricocheted.
Varian, it is your turn.
We
At
didn't
least
even
it was-
scratch him.
At least it was a shitty dagger.
Alright.
Ricochet.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Ah.
I'm hasted. I push him out of the way. 5, 10. Alright, so I see this other guy on the other side of Derek. I'm going to try and, move through Derek's spot and jump over the kobold to land on the other side of him. With my hasted movement.
Kobold's a tiny creature, right?
Yep.
It is a tiny
He can
creature.
be in the same space as him, can he?
No, not
Not enemies.
yeah.
I'm just trying to pass this
Not
space.
enemies. But if you want to jump over, he's a small creature. I will say make a athletics check.
20.
You
Nasty.
do it as you jump over with your hastened speed.
Screaming loud, extra loud because I, compensating for my
As
deafness.
Flan is just doing that. Okay, remember that Drax scene when he's in the back of the shed? Dong, 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 dong. That's what Flan is doing behind you right now. And making it infinitely more terrifying.
All right.
As you land,
Do we do flanking?
as he stops, you go, oh!
Do we do flanking?
Yes.
Sweet.
Derek just smiles.
The first attack is after I land and I pull Flan towards me, hits him in the back of the head, hopefully.
You in the back of the head? Or
Him.
Oh, okay.
Behind us, we turn around.
How does Flan hit me? He likes
Okay,
me.
okay.
Alright, that's a natural 20.
Oh my gosh.
I think he's dead.
With flanking.
10, 12,
With flanking.
24, 28.
Okay. How would you like to end him?
I want to do my other 2 attacks.
As you yank your chain using the momentum of your movement,
I turn
and
around and attack more and I realize his head's in my hand.
completely striking in the back of the head as you hear a single as the as you hear the separation of the spinal cord from the skull, and the song in his neck just gives away and it tears completely as it comes.
You can hear it.
And comes off,
I don't know, I think I still have the
replacing
ringing.
the kobold's
it was
head
just
with
weird.
Flan for a split second as you're just
Yeah, but
standing
my
there
turn's not
flinching
over yet, 'cause it's
before
still-
collapsing as you're just holding the
Your
kobold's
turn.
And then I say again too
Not
loud,
my turn.
Rock beats fire!
Your turn.
And then all of a sudden I can
No,
hear
it's
again.
ringing during my turn, but
then
his
it
turn
finished.
isn't over
And
because we haven't.
because he has magic
finished the
stuff, I
round.
pick up the kobold and bring it to brother.
Okay. With that,
Head in one hand, body in the other, with a big old smile. Which
Sure, leave the
Thank you.
dagger on the floor, but pick up the kobold.
what dagger? I didn't see a dagger.
oh my god. So after that brutal slaughtering
Of all 12 seconds, less than 12 seconds.
in less than 12 seconds, wow, you just kind of look around and just have a bit of a, okay, that
Not holding a
happened.
dead kobold.
I'm
Yeah,
just sitting there smoldering.
yeah, as the corpse of the salamander is still smoldering, as the general heat of the body still very active and on fire, as it just starts to burn into the floor, and you see the rocks around it just start to get a nice orange color around it. Especially in the pool of blood that keeps coming out of the wounds of the creature.
Not a wasted taste. Okay.
Sparks.
What would you like to do?
Sparks, remind me not to get angry with you.
Actually, Sparks
you
and him
want-
are like, whoa.
Why would you not want to be angry at me?
No, I don't want to make you angry. Remind me not to make you angry.
Whoa.
I'm tired.
And suddenly, Sparks and Varian just stop for about good 6-7 seconds.
I take a nap now.
Dude,
Yeah, you get a little tired.
Second wind.
Okay, roll a d10 plus your fighter level.
cool. I was just asking, Sparks, how are you? Oh, and I see the plates go.
Take the main shoes off, please.
I'm nominal.
Where am I going?
Save the map too. We want to save the map.
I'm okay with that.
Nicholas, save the map, please.
Of course. Save the map. I'm just going to toss in 5K, okay?
And all this, and then he trips over the chair. There goes.
Ooh.
Just back in the usual places.
No, that's when we hit the yelling button on the.
Now that was efficiency.
Evidence, guys.
One spell.
Finally
One
hit
spell.
something for the first time since he's gotten the large rune. The heavy rune.
Yeah.
And it was super effective.
So I searched the
Yeah.
kobold.
Yes, yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
so
search the
well,
bodies.
searching these kobolds,
He just handed me the dead magic one in
make a
his head.
perception check since you're the first one to start searching things.
I start taking out one of my salves and start,
Sure.
particularly where the
Burns are.
burns are.
Okay. So
So
go ahead and roll a d6 plus.
it's I'll look it up here.
Yeah, look it
I'll
up.
take care of it.
That one's a little unique in nature.
Yeah, no, it's a
Oh,
d6 plus 4
19.
plus my d6 plus 4 plus my level.
So, okay, first of all, the kobold doesn't have much. He has a single diamond, maybe worth 50 gold pieces, which is impressive for a kobold standards, but it's not refined. It is just a raw diamond that he
Keeps
probably
track of treasure.
found mining around or something like that. He has the various gems that are infused in the dwarven hair that has been cut off and stapled onto a very basic chainmail shirt that he ripped apart and has been wearing on top of himself for some sort of semblance of armor. And as soon as you start going through it, the whole thing falls apart. As some sort of magical enchantment is no longer holding it
That
together.
was his mage armor.
And is now just a pile of rubble and dwarven hair that is still gray.
So a 50 gold piece gem.
50 gold piece gem, and you find a bit of string with a rock at the end of it.
It's a baby flan.
A little bit, yeah. Jeez, this is just going to be every rock joking because there's anyway.
Yeah.
But looking over the bodies of the kobolds, you notice that pretty much every single one has either one or both of their horns shattered, and that the swobo
Are they
had one of its horns with replaced by a hand forged. So it's a very crude in shape horn that he had jabbed into his shattered horn amongst the various different extra additional mini horns that he had, but two are shattered.
So do they look like just exploded from the inside shattered, or they look like they're broken off shattered?
Make a nature check or a medicine check, either one.
Douglas is gonna go pick up his dagger.
Okay.
Does the rock seem magical things or rope?
Make an arcana check.
Well, they're both plus 0,
I don't know
so 19.
Or you don't have that either.
19.
Don't.
Still pretty good.
I know, plus 0 too. I had no mod
Wow.
for either nature
So,
or.
looking up at a couple of corpses of going from one to another, each one looks like it was taken and shattered, like it was
Like-
pulled off.
Pulled
Yeah.
off. Almost like
something strong enough to
rit-
make it
either a
somebody's
ritual,
armor.
either a ritual of or a subservient sign or marking or something. So it's either done in a ritual, but we didn't leave one for questioning. I said leave one for questioning.
Oh,
I
I,
couldn't
don't think
hear
any
you.
of us heard
What?
that.
I must apologize.
You
did
must
not
have
mean
said
to
that
tell
during
anyone.
the ringing.
Can I have the head?
Are you all right?
Yeah.
Here, ask him.
Alas, poor Yorick.
I apologize for hitting you with my lightning.
14.
What did you hand over?
He's
The
not.
kobold head.
He's not going to talk.
I don't think he's going to do
now
much of anything.
rock-jawed kobold with the arcane runes, very just crude in nature, but it looks like It's been etched in with no ink, but just like taking a dagger to it across his face, across his entire jaw, and it's just as the tongue hangs out.
I should have hit the one with my pot instead of taking his head off. Everyone else.
14.
14. It's a rock on a string,
I'll put it in my pocket.
which you found to be very effective for some natures.
Why is
Baby
there a
I also take that fake horn.
The fake horn on the sword bow. Okay, make a perception check. You never know.
25.
Jeez. Wow. Suddenly you got Fallout vision.
Yep, and I add 0 to that.
Jeez. Okay. Varian, going over and taking off that has been pierced into the natural horn itself and just rip it off real quick. Make a strength check just for fun.
That one.
25.
Not 20.
wow?
27.
Fuck, Jace.
Varian,
He knows how to roll good.
everyone, you just kind of look as this special individual that you've come to hopefully love or moderately respect in his own nature, just show his freakishly nature, strength of him just lifting up and shaking it until the kobold's neck breaks a few times, and then also his horn just gives a.
I wish I didn't hear that.
You hear ding, 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 ding. As you look down, you see a potion of orange liquid in a small bag containing some hard objects.
It was in the.
It was just being held by the Sworbog.
Oh.
Oh, and it got shaken off?
Yeah.
Okay.
Orange potion, and what's in the bag?
You open it up and you find a small bag of very shiny gems. Not refined, but just, it looks like they've been digging around or finding stuff.
Oh, here, put this in there.
So, going over and looking it over,
Does anyone have mending?
it's a small bag of 50 gold pieces, or in this case, 100 gold pieces now, because you put it in the diamond.
What?
Of gems.
Mending.
Of gems.
Yeah, what?
Have a roller
I'll hold
mending.
them. I have no money.
They're small little shards and broken
But that's
parts.
okay.
And, yeah, they're not worth
That's
a lot.
exactly what it is.
They're shinies.
So 100 GP of gems.
So does anyone have the ability to help mend my straps? What is that?
It's a roller of mending.
You also find another baby
Flip roller of mending, right?
That's right, you bought that.
What does it do?
Just
Mend
show.
things.
Just spark. Show.
It's a magic eraser.
That's not how a rope of mending works.
It's a roller of mending.
Roller of mending.
Oh, roller of mending, yes.
I'm raising up my arms like I want to do
So,
my
using
underarms.
a roller of mending that is meant for documentation work takes a little longer, as it's not paper, but you do.
It's natural fibers.
It's natural fibers, yes. You do fix his backpack that the kobolds
It's like that.
eagerly tore into.
It's like that one backpack that you can punch holes in it and just kind of rub it and it goes back to shape.
What's that one commercial with hey,
Kobold.
goodbye? Anyway,
No, it's actually a
Baron, you
material.
also find another baby fly. Another
Another
string with a rock.
fibers go back
Do
together.
the other guys have one of those?
Oh, can I see?
Pushes all the fibers.
Going
back.
from each kobold to each
When you
kobold,
push things
yes.
into it.
Every single
Okay.
kobold.
I
has
checked this one.
Okay.
Nope, that's not magical. Yeah, it's just another baby.
That's anti-magic.
That
Wow,
was-
that's useful.
It's
You get enough
So
of those
5?
There
Just-
are
if you get
No, there
enough,
was more.
9
there's 9 of them.
because
You
each
can have
kobold-
a flan of 9 tails. We just need a stick.
So I should tie him all into flan so he has 9 tails?
No.
That's not what he said?
Yeah, but no.
I have an idea of what they are.
Sorry, it would be 10 because of the sorcerer kobold as well.
What? They're not soap on a rope.
No, they're not. I have an idea of what they are, but I'm not arcanic. I can't say anything.
I check another one of them.
That's fine if he knows what they are.
Okay, that's bad.
Oh, 20.
20. Okay. Taking a few moments, a good 10 minutes to go each one and checking to see if there's any
Oh,
runes.
Are we taking a rest here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything unnatural, like if the air doesn't go right around them, if they smell particularly strange, or they're just string and rock. And each rock is a little different, of course.
String, I thought you said they were chained.
Are
No,
these
it's
Are
string.
It's a little
these
rock
like
on the street.
are
I
these
give
like
everybody one,
idols?
so
It's a
you know
top-
that you're a friend of Flan.
Are these like idols? Friend of Flan, I'll take one.
Yeah, he's handing one to
Does,
everybody.
does Flan know what they are?
Roll persuasion check.
Persuasion.
Oh wow, that's terrible for a guy.
A persuasion.
That is terrible, actually.
My die got tired. That would be
No.
a 6.
It just dropped a 0.
So taking Flan and placing it on an area that you can just sit there and just start.
And I put one on
explaining.
top of him so we can look at it.
What would you guys say?
What that?
A few moments go by. You feel a vibration roll through the cave. And Flan, as the rock.
It's not one of his kids.
What just happened?
Flan said he doesn't like it.
What's the?
Did
Why did the cave move?
You're an active volcano.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
That
so
explains
Flan
it.
had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Good.
Active.
I was
What do you
concerned.
think?
I was concerned.
Of course, yes. Of course.
I like joke.
So I shouldn't tie these onto
All
Flan.
right.
That
So
was a
what's
good
on
idea
the
though.
salamander?
No, I was thinking, find a stick and tie them all to a stick, and it can be like a flail of a Flan of 9 tails instead of a flail of 9 tails.
Well, wouldn't it be a flail of 9 flans?
Oh, a flail of 9 flans.
I like this Flan. He's really good.
I'd like
Actually, I
to
give him a piece of breakfast because he did so good. I put a piece of bread on him so he can eat as a reward.
I'm gonna go over and pat Flan and be like, good job, buddy.
I think there's only one flag.
You hit Flan, which is a little warm right now because the environment is just generally heated up the environment. You pet him, see the runes that are glowing around Flan.
Good job,
It's
bud.
a rock.
Does he eat the bread?
rock.
Watch.
Okay. We'll get back to that. So, your perception?
5.
Okay. So, getting a little closer to this general long body salamander that is considered to be a large creature with its upper torso and lengthy spines that have grown out of its tail body that almost resembles, and additional parts of the skin to it that almost resembles flames going down its spine and up his back. And just being exaggerated as fish-like body that is that has been severed, but it's still there. That is go out like gills like a fish, but again are moving still, but have generally stopped and only move with the increasing and decreasing heat waves that it is exuding from its body. You get a little close, and you're already breaking out of sweat just standing near this thing, and you just kind of back up, just like a little deterred that it's first of all not wearing anything, and you see the long staff trident that it was wielding off to the side, still laying on its body, but you see the parts that are touching the salamander body glowing with intense orange to it.
Okay.
On that note, I'm going to go and actually look more in depth because metal hands.
You're gonna touch it?
I'm going to attempt to. Actually, I really want to take a look at that trident.
Okay. As you pick up the exactly.
Yes. It's hot.
You take 12 points of fire damage as your hand just immediately erupts in fire. You're just like, ah!
And I toss it on the ground in the middle of the cave.
Ding, 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 ding.
Does anyone have water?
As your hand is still smoldering.
I poured some water from my canteen. No. Herb.
Wow.
Herb.
How about pouring
Flask
some
or
on
whatever.
a spear?
The spear will cool. In fact, actually, you just move it around on the cave floor, it'll cool down faster.
I have it.
Eventually, yeah. But
We all start
you
just
take
kind
a-
of kicking it,
Yeah.
poking at it with our swords.
I don't know. Kick some dirt on it or something.
That'll insulate it. Don't do that.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
So if you want, you can wait until it cools down.
Well, we're gonna take a short rest.
Okay.
But in all of your stuff
Yeah.
that you have,
Yes.
you have a jar.
Of course, I have a jar.
I'm also going to take a look down the corridor where the salamander came from.
What do you need the jar for?
Make a perception check.
We just
At
killed
disadvantage,
something.
because wait, no, you have dark vision, but it's going
Wanna put
beyond
some
your
of
dark
the blood
vision, so
in
it's
it.
still at disadvantage.
I don't know what the blood, but we should probably take an ear or one of those things to prove that we killed
No.
it.
Oh yeah.
No.
True.
No. You
5.
roll down and you
Yeah,
just
that's why I'm
see
here, to
darkness go
remind you
down
of
the
things that we
cavern
should
as
do.
it grows and decreases and turns out of the
What are we
side of
doing for
eye.
the
You
cobalt?
don't see anything but natural cave and
Ears?
Well,
Heads.
I have a jug.
nothing much.
Heads are
Heads
kind of
are
gross.
big.
It's kind of
No, we're
overkill.
taking the one guy's head.
I have a jug. It has a cork leather strap with a cork
Right.
stopper.
Are you talking about the half barrel?
No, I have a jug. It's a jug with a
That is later.
big cork stopper on it.
Hit me up.
Okay.
I'll be able to identify the shit out of everything.
So we can put things in the jug, like ears or whatever.
Yeah, but we should suspend part of his body and part in some water. Maybe.
I have 2 water skins.
No, we'll do the skin. That's what I was saying.
Well, there's water in it.
So cut off something that's identifiable as part of this thing and drop it into one of the wigglies or some of the wigglies.
It does have 2. What are those things called? That very similar to
Tentacles.
Tentacles, yeah. 2 tentacles that come
Whiskers.
from
Right.
whiskers, yeah.
But-
But they're not actual whiskers; they're actually flesh that go from its body. One of them has been cut short because of you, as you hit its shoulder, and the other one is still out there, just like on the floor.
So put that in the jug with water.
It's going
You're
to.
gonna make a steam bomb.
You take
Well, it's
3 points of fire damage, touching and cutting it.
I take the head of the kobold
On the sword.
with the runes on its head, and then we'll get the ears off the other ones. Oh
No,
wait,
he
kobolds
did
don't have
lightning
ears.
blade.
Remind me to clean. Remind me to clean this jug.
It
when we
is
use
currently
next.
heating up the sword, yes.
It's constantly hot.
Make a nature check.
That's something I'm good at. Actually, I am decent at that. 18.
18. Okay, looking at it and staring a little bit, yes, it is still constantly hot. It
Okay.
might be decreasing a little bit, as it is a corpse and no longer living, but the body just still continually just exudes fire.
There could be a way to weaponize this.
But this is definitely not a natural body. It's not a beast. It's
My
not a
sword
human.
starts to glow a like dull orange.
You get the sense that this is an elemental.
Probably not the best to put this in water.
I know.
The heat from this small timber is great. Most likely will evaporate with the water.
You can go in just the clay jug and then
Put it in the clay jug.
Clay jug.
You know what? You could put it in the clay jug with dirt, because dirt's an insulator.
There's dirt around.
Dirt is good.
Yes.
Very good.
Let's go on the sword.
That's what we do.
Okay. You fill up the jug about 50-50, put it in.
And we now have something to keep us warm.
Although it's
Yeah,
kind
there
of
you go.
hot and warm here anyway, but
Yeah,
yes.
it's generally just
If the conditions change, we have something to give us radiant heat.
I
'cause
take
I'm
the
sure
head
we'll
of
get cold in the
the head of
volcano.
the one kobold.
You never know.
That's
how
Sparks.
He freezes.
Just to see if you know additional. Since you rolled so high in nature, you can roll a history or arcana check, or a survival check, because it's a
Survival.
check. It would be survival.
You know, I can help you with that if you discussed it with me.
Actually, I'm going to help you.
Oh, you're gonna help
Or
me?
Davros.
I have -2 to that.
Also,
I'm gonna
you
help
are
you.
studied, so okay.
Nice.
21.
21. Okay. The salamanders are naturally from the planet fire. Knowing the creature is its fire incarnate in flesh, it is not something as chaotic as a fire elemental. It is a little more reformed organic material into a salamander, but they are known as living forges, because they are quite literally able to take raw metal, and now they're looking at the cooling large 12-foot long.
Cut its stomach open.
No, it doesn't eat stuff.
Oh.
It doesn't eat stuff.
Don't do that.
Yeah, it doesn't do that like it eats stuff. First of all, it adores lighting things on fire, having a flashback to the 2 gold walls just. But it quite literally takes metal, and just raw metal, and just holds it and stretches it out to what it needs. Which is when you look at the trident, you notice that it's not hammer forged. It just looks like it's been forged by fingerprints across the entire trident.
Is
So
it,
it's moving in my clay,
is it
that's
still
weird.
hot?
It's definitely starting to cool down. It's still warm to the touch, but it's not burning you anymore. Salamanders, their bodies, when they're in a corpse form, they will cool down over time. However, especially the blood and the certain parts of the organs, you're not quite sure the part of the organs on the inside are particularly sought for arcane enchantments. But they have to be kept warm. And then when I say warm, like in a pit of fire, in order to not
Degrade.
degrade them.
Wow.
So we should leave it where it is currently to help insulate them, and then cut them out later.
We have to come
That
past
would be
that.
supposedly, theoretically, the best case scenario.
We'll have to come back this way anyways. There's only one way in.
Oh,
Okay.
we're not done?
Well,
Well,
we could bury it to keep it
it's
hot.
goodies.
Well, there's only one way in that we're aware of.
Also-
Yes.
Oh, something scared this?
Most likely.
Possibly,
I
yeah.
think this
Didn't they
scared
say
everything.
talk about a land shark? Wouldn't a land shark scare that thing?
No.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
I don't believe it ever actually hits anyone, so I do not know how much damage it would have done.
Land sharks?
No,
He did get one hit off.
it was only one, and it didn't hit.
All right. Well, let's take.
We're doing a short rest so we can.
He
some
got
guys
one
back,
hit
right?
off with the spear and then hit with the tail.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna expend some hit dice to gain some.
But you know that the blood is nasty.
I'm well aware. It took half my hit points in blood.
The horn seems special. The horn semes special.
Make your Arcana check, or investigation check, either one.
Brilliant. You don't get your constitution
No.
back on a hit dice recovery on short
Yes,
rest.
you do.
Yes, you did.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Every single one. 13.
13. Special to you.
Yay.
Can I see the horn?
Sure.
It looks like brass that has been shaped in a hand shaped and pushed in.
Fingerprints? Fingerprints?
Not fingerprints, but it looks like the scrollbolt quite literally just took a piece of flat metal and bent it into the way he wanted it.
And I fix it
Cold forged.
Into what?
to my armor. I wear stud leather.
If you want,
I
you
could
can
do
have
that for you.
helm that is stud leather, but you would have to sew it in some way.
Just give it to us just
No.
like
Oh no, us sewing?
Oh.
Wait.
Oh no.
Hey,
There
wait.
are, funny enough,
I work
small
with
little
leather.
holes where the nails were.
I work with leather. I could attach it to your leather if you want me to. All right, so that's what I'm working on during the short rest.
Sure, actually, yeah, that's a good pastime. Make a leather working kit. Do you have a leather working kit?
I do.
Okay. Use those tools, which is your proficiency plus your dexterity modifier, if you're proficient.
I have a forge. Oh no, wait.
Are you proficient in it?
I know I was.
I'm pretty sure you are. If you're
Yes, I had the leather
So it's a +9.
leather working skill somewhere.
It would be, if you want, I can double check with you. It would be under your tools. May I see your character sheet?
Yeah.
Just your top one is all I need. Tools,
I could've
decisive,
sworn-
forgery kit, thieves tools. So you're not proficient in it, but you do have the kit.
I do have the
So it would just be
Wait,
a
no,
straight.
I thought-
It would just be a straight dex check.
I thought I had that skill somewhere.
I think you had to choose over one, which is over the.
Did we change that? Okay.
You couldn't get everything you wanted.
Right.
+5 is still good.
Yeah, +5 is still pretty good.
All right.
So roll a d20
Okay,
plus
so I
your,
had that.
and those that are taking a short rest, roll a number of hit dice up to equal to your level, which is 6 right now, plus your constitution for each die you use. Since you're taking a rest and just taking this junction point
All right.
and just
Yep.
holding house right now.
By the way, quick question. Is Davros level 5 or is he level 6?
He's level 6.
Okay.
The problem is he didn't choose what he wanted to level up yet.
16.
Leave on!
I know, and I've been trying to get that out of him like pulling teeth from a child. Don't worry, I love him. I love him, but at the same time.
Leave on?
So we'll just say he's 6th level rogue,
Okay.
which is why the 2d6 is like that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Derek.
You're
While we're
welcome.
taking a short rest, I'll just search the room for giggles.
Search through one.
Search through everything. The room, the...
Okay. Make a perception or investigation check.
Nope, there's not shit in here.
Okay.
I'm bored.
There's not even a way out.
Yeah, we're stuck. That dice goes over here. Alright.
We replaced it with the disguise kit when
That's
it was
right.
originally the leather working.
Yeah,
That's good. You still
he
gave
went through it, man. I sat down with you.
You still had a
Yeah.
16 without it. That's pretty good.
So just roll a d20 plus 5.
He did.
Yeah, I did.
What'd you roll?
16.
Oh, that's still pretty good. So for the tools that you
Where
have
did
on
you want
hand As the light starts to diminish and starts to wane
So like
over
on the
time,
helmet?
as the final minutes of the hour go by, as you just finish up,
Dead
as
center.
you look at it, it's straight and fairly fixed. It's something, especially how the horn is fixed and stuff like that, making this strange semi-curved unicorn horn.
Yeah, did you want it forward or backwards, the horn? Okay, he wants it backwards.
Okay. Fixing it so that it's going backwards,
Yeah.
which is a little harder to do, but you manage it. You don't have like any bits of leather on you as far as I'm aware.
Because we weren't weird enough.
To make it smooth and make it look like it's actually part of the helm. So right now it's just kind of tied.
It just stands out.
Like a barbarian way. Or they use a lot of wood and tied together so that it's all one piece.
I said I was looking at it.
Yeah, they're getting fixed
Which
to
still
the-
looks, it still looks okay. Especially with only an hour's work, man.
Okay.
It's a rush job.
Something,
Yeah, it's rush job.
something keep me entertained.
Yeah.
So did the bread disappear when I was staring at it? Initially?
Make a what was your perception check last time?
I didn't do a perception check. You said we'll get back to that.
Yes, I know, but you made a perception check to check
To search the room. Like,
Yeah, what was your perception check?
Total? 3.
Yeah. 3? Yeah, but Brett's gone.
No, I mean, I told you I was staring at it until it was gone, and then I was going to do other things.
Oh. Then you would know that it slid down behind it through the various small tremors going through the cave. Still there.
Lift flat up.
I have an idea.
Put the bread underneath. Go ahead, now feed him.
You place the bread on top of a flan, burying it completely.
Flying on top of the bread, yeah.
Sorry, flan on top of the bread. It buries completely.
Mm-hmm. Don't move it.
Stay.
The end of the hour, pick it up.
Still there.
I don't think Flan likes bread.
No, we know what he prefers, but I haven't found any.
What does he prefer?
Flan.
Flan.
Oh,
He chose his name after his favorite food.
I see.
Makes sense.
Your rest goes without trouble.
I have an idea.
Oh God.
Actually, I think this is rather. I've impressed myself.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay.
We could scout out both of these tunnels without leaving. I can do that.
Okay.
And how
Get
can you
down
do
with
this,
your
pray
bad
tell?
self.
I reach into my furry, fuzzy pouch,
Oh.
toss one down on the ground.
He's got a bag with animals in it.
Let them out.
Oh, wait a minute, not D20, I did D8.
You should keep
D20,
animals in the
D20.
No,
Is it the rust-colored one?
They're little items.
Okay,
No,
a
these-
jackal appears.
As suddenly a small little fur ball just hits the floor with almost like a hacky sack. And suddenly, with a little shimmer, a jackal with various brown spots across his body just and starts pacing back and forth in front of you.
And I sit down. I
I
sit
think
down.
it's a hyena.
I sit down
Oh,
here.
sorry, no, jackal.
Yeah.
The
Jackals are usually jet black.
Yeah.
Jackals are jet black. I don't know why I want
Think
to.
Egyptian.
Oh, a hyena is
Yeah.
is one of the creatures that could.
I know, and for some
Here,
reason I heard
it's a
hyena,
jackal.
but it's a jackal. I do apologize. So you get a jackal as it starts pacing back and forth.
Very small
lanky
animal, not a very powerful animal at all. But
It's a lanky
I
dog.
then sit
It's
down.
a noble animal in many people.
I sit down and spend a moment to effectively cast Speak with Animals. That's one of my abilities.
I believe you have to cast it as a ritual.
I think so. 10 minutes?
Yes.
Let me see.
We're gonna for short rest.
It's
We
in
got
my list here, but I
Yeah,
can't
we got
tell
that.
if it says ritual or not. Let me see.
Yeah,
if
but you
it-
can't do it until after.
Hold on. Let me see if it says ritual.
You cast a spell.
Just says
I
duration.
know for what you are for a totem barbarian.
It says time one action, but that's probably because the standard
No,
spells.
it's a ritual for what you are.
Okay.
It takes 10 minutes plus one action, so 10 minutes and 6 seconds.
Gotcha.
So 10 minutes starts to go by as he's just making a solid eye contact of what are you doing to, since this is your first time
It's
casting
just
it,
fascinating to
how
watch.
do you do the ritual casting, if I may ask?
I do
What
it
is
well.
your connection to the spirits of what
Alright.
is around you,
I-
to the snapping turtle?
I sit down first and
Okay.
get the animal's attention, and I almost you see my head move as it her head's move. My turns one direction, my head moves and turns the same direction, and we kind of get this
As the jackal.
as it gets stronger and stronger. The bond, the animal gets closer and closer to me, and then our heads move together.
Ooh, I play music while he does it.
Okay, you join the music.
22.
And I tell her I need you to scout for me. And I will be able to see before. I also then want to do beast sense.
So that's another ritual casting of 10 minutes plus 6 seconds.
And look through his eyes and so forth.
So another 20 minutes go by.
This is why we're doing our short rest. So
yeah. Well, if you're doing that, that's
true.
Get a short
It's
rest.
after a short rest.
No, that's fine. I'm playing music. 22.
Okay.
I'm working on a helmet. With
About
a
an
horn.
hour and a half, roughly, estimates, as this goes by of you going back and forth, making eye contact the entire way. Now, speak with animals is
I have to see if they're concentration or not.
it is a concentration, I believe. But
And are they both concentration?
We can speak with it. Tell it what you want it to do.
Doesn't say the concentration. Oh wait, beast sense is concentration. Speak with animals is not.
okay, but what's the duration for each?
Duration is 1 hour for beast sense and 10 minutes for speak with animals.
So right when you finish finish the ritual for beast sense, you are no longer. I'll say you have 6 seconds before your speak with animal drops.
Right.
As your eyes switch,
It knows
and you
what.
see yourself.
And you see me sitting there, just with my eyes closed, and the animal just poof, and takes off. I don't know which way.
You have the way of where the caster was, and the way that the salamander was.
Greater
Excellent.
evil.
Whichever tunnel he doesn't come out from, we know
That's
that's
the
the
way
way
we
we
go.
go.
I have a feeling, though, knowing that we're gonna have kobolds coming out the way that the magic kobold was coming out of. So the greater threat is probably. I'm not worried about the kobold threat. So let's go see if we can find some threat down the main tunnel.
Never underestimate a kobold.
Right.
There's
They know how to
already
get
one
ahead in life.
threat down that way.
Right?
They also know how to lose
Okay,
their head.
so
to
as
be
the
or
jackal-
not to be.
Alas,
Into the
for your-
darkness, does Jackal have a dark?
Oh
dark vision?
shit!
Probably not.
What?
Should have had someone cast light.
Jackal probably doesn't have dark vision, which means I'm screwed.
I don't think it does.
Probably does not.
I could cast a light spell on his tail, but that would kind of make it obvious as he's traveling through the tunnel.
Yeah, there we go. I've got my stuff down here. Guess what? It does not. So it cannot.
So we spend a half hour and get nothing.
However, it
This is
can
what-
hear and smell really well.
Yeah, so what happens? You hear ta-da, ta-da-da.
It hit the wall.
Wow.
You're mean to animals.
Hey, so that was the most messed up thing I've seen you do yet.
Why would you?
I don't
do
hear
that?
you say this.
You know it's trying to see and trying to go around, but it's right
Why
now.
is he so mean
it's
to animals?
lost.
I don't
But
know.
It is
there's
completely lost.
no
It has
dark.
no idea.
There's no light of any kind that he can see.
There is not.
Okay.
Not in this current state.
You could have had me cast a light spell on its tail or something.
He still
We're
can't
not
hear
letting
us.
him
That's
go
a-
near the
About
horses.
10,
He
15
still can't
minutes
hear
go
it, so
by,
his senses are
and you
in
notice the
jackal
jackal come back to the natural orange glow, thinking that they found something new, and there's like it makes eye contact with you, and then you see yourself, and you see its body just sag.
Wow. I look at the dog. He's a meanie.
Cast light on it.
On the dog?
Or something that it can carry with it. So it can see.
Oh my
How
god.
about a
we
baby
need
flan?
to have a collar.
A baby flan?
Yeah, we can tie
What?
a baby flan around his neck and you can put light on it.
Good
So
enough for
that he
me.
doesn't run into walls and get hurt.
All right.
Because that's messed up, yo.
You notice that there's a bit of dirt
Alright.
rubbed into its head and legs.
I go
Yeah,
with
that's a good idea.
Puppy.
Yeah, I'm gonna pet it too.
the
That's
jack-
a good boy.
That's
Yeah.
a-
Don't
okay.
worry about the big mean turtle that's making you run into stuff.
You swear.
You do
The
realize
eyes
this-
on this jackal say, "Don't patronize me."
I don't know. It looks like it's enjoying it.
Yeah, yeah. it's-
No, I don't get
So
that
you
at all.
tie
I cast light on the stone.
okay,
Well,
take baby flan and tie it around and make a very simple collar, in this case, with the stone underneath its neck. You cast light on the stone.
the light's
Brights
only
up.
going to last 10 minutes, but
The light
I-
lasts an hour.
Yeah,
okay.
it's an hour.
Can I? But I can affect the different degrees of brightness, can I?
I don't think so. I think it's just on and
No.
off.
You can make
It's
it
just
you
not
can change
any-
color.
Okay.
You
What?
can change colors if you want.
Did you prefer any particular kind of color, or do you just
I can't
want white?
talk to you right now.
Right.
I don't
Make
think
it light
Brown.
colored.
A light color?
Light colored.
white.
White.
Light.
Bright white light. As it goes up, and then suddenly the jackal, under your instructions,
Goes to the other tunnel because it didn't like running into.
Well, now it has
goes
light.
down the cobalt tunnel.
Yes,
Okay.
because it doesn't like the fact that
As
this-
light skimpers off, and now we're in the dark, except for the flaming salamander.
Yeah, that's plenty
So-
of light.
Right.
10, 20 feet of winding cavern that goes slightly down to the grade and then starts going up in a pattern to the right hand side. Starts to twist. Make a survival check just to see how far it goes and how far you're traveling.
See, it's a happier die. Well, survival for the jackal.
Careful with the line because it'll cut you off.
Well, it rolled a native 19 plus survival's what? Survival is a wisdom, so it has a +1, so dirty 20.
Dirty 20, okay. Pretty good. I would say about 50, 75 feet of traveling through difficult terrain rock as making a perception check at the same time to see how much information we give you. That's a loud trend.
Perception. It has advantage on hearing and smell, just the FYI, in case it comes up.
Okay.
Perception's wisdom as well, so +1, so a 15.
15, and roll one more time. I'll say 15, it's this side.
Cocked.
And
And that would be an 18.
for the smell and hearing.
Yeah.
I'll go with it. Okay. So he, with the light, finds himself looking at a small fissure. Not fissure. It looks like a natural earthquake opened cave that has been split open. That is about 20, 30 feet long. But that's not what grabs the attention, as he sees a bit of shining with the reflecting of the light underneath his neck, seeing the reflective yellow stone embedded in the wall of various grains of metal, along with a couple of silver-ish reflecting parts as well. But what grabs his attention is the bubbling bloop, 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 as he's hearing a heavy, sappy liquid boil around him in the walls. As the air, as you feel, if I remember correctly, you feel what he feels.
Let me check.
Yeah, let me double check on that.
Yeah.
Absolute dread would
Beast.
be
I don't think it's. You don't feel.
I don't think it's gonna be that bad.
Basic
It's not- I don't think it's gonna be that.
science.
It's a
It's
volcano.
gonna be that.
Don't forget.
I don't think it's gonna be that.
Nate, would you cook a ginger?
Beast sense, right?
Usually lava.
For the duration
Usually
of the spell,
smoke
you can
and
use
steam
your action to
precedes
see through
lava
the beast's
flow,
eyes
so
and hear its
I don't
ear.
think it's that.
Okay, no, it's just here. Sorry. Okay.
It could just be.
Okay.
heat,
Yeah.
but-
Okay, but with the outside, you can see the rippling of heat off the floor and off the walls and various areas of intense heat around it, and you can get the sense that as the jackal shakes himself, he's rather uncomfortable right now as he continues to move and not staying in one spot for too long, as he sees almost like a hornet's nest, small 3-foot holes dug out in this entire wall from the ceilings, not really much in the ceilings, but in like corners of the ceilings, on the floor, and areas of just along this entire area. As he looks over,
How big are these glowing ball things in the?
there's no glowing ball.
Okay. But you said
It's-
like a hornet's nest thing, but how big are those?
There are holes.
Holes. Okay.
Holes that have been dug out and go into the darkness. That even the light, when it brightens up, the jackal doesn't stay too long, disappearing one after another, not seeing too much as the holes twist and turn out of view. Seeing claw marks on a few of the entrances of these holes, maybe 3 feet in diameter, 2 to 3 feet. Seeing a boulder on one that seems to be glowing with an orange intensity around the border. Seeing another boulder similar as well. Seeing a couple of these holes collapsed in. Seeing down a couple of holes, not seeing much.
Could be a nest for the salamander.
Hey, it's all in black and white.
Is there anything you have to command it? Is it sitting here?
I guess I can command it. So, it's not able to find the bubbling liquid anywhere.
Listening closely with that 18,
Like to
if I
go-
remember correctly.
18.
Yes, like to go.
18?
Yeah, 18. Yeah, I like to go toward
He
the
hears
bubbling.
bubbling behind two of the boulders that have the orange glow. He hears bubbling along the right side of the path that it was entering inwards along the entire side of the water. Yeah.
Is the rock glowing?
And you get the general sense that it's on your, right, very close on the other side of the wall.
Bad boys.
As you hear a slight slither of thicker liquid just passing by constantly.
Great. Let's see
Wanna go down
what
that
these
other
little dark tunnels go down then. Try to pick one.
There's like maybe 12, 15 of them.
Alright. Let's continue toward the bubbling. It's alright. You'll go back to the Fae. You'll be fine.
No, I'm talking about it. Well, we can always just
Don't
check
worry
out the
about
other
the
Taking-
tunnel.
torture.
taking a
You'll
quick
get your
sniff.
reward for your sacrifice.
From one of the tunnels that seems to be going closer towards the bubbling, make a perception check.
Okay. I'll roll for advantage, and you use it if you need it.
Yeah, this will be smell and
Okay, so it'd be 13.
13. Okay. As it takes one paw into this hole, perfectly sized for this type of creature, having to go down a little bit because it does stand tall, if I remember correctly.
A jackal?
Yeah, Jackal doesn't have the
No.
long legs.
It does.
Jackal's like a dog size, small.
Yeah, kind of small.
This thing's only got 3 hit points, so it's not big.
Yeah, that doesn't.
I know.
That's not story wise. Anyway, as it begins to go down with the light, brightening, making everything bright. You know what? For fun, roll a d12. Tell me what you roll.
Just sending the jackal down.
12.
Lava tubes.
12? Okay. As it goes in further and twists and turns, as he sees, yeah, it just pops. You don't know why. As it goes and starts to crawl through, make a perception check using the creature.
18 and 17.
18.
So.
First roll, because it's not a match on this one.
Oh, okay.
As it continues through, you notice that there's a silvery vein mixed in with the gold veins that you can guess. This is a gold vein with fire.
With lava.
And as you continue further, you see a little bit of a light on the right side as you continue forward, and you notice that there's a pool of lava that seems to be spilling in of a small lava tube and then filtering out to another area. As suddenly the jackal stops and then starts wiggling more, and then suddenly your vision. As
So
you-
I explain all of this in the greatest detail I can, but basically, well, this was very
Enlightening?
enlightening. Yes.
You did what to the dog?
Killed it?
It was going to go away anyway.
You're gonna kill it no matter what?
I didn't think you were that kind of a
turtle. Trapped in there.
You're a monster!
We'll move flying away.
Survival of the fittest.
You're never going near the horses again, just so you know.
Why would you do that to a dog? And why would you keep it in a bag?
So mean.
You know magic.
You have a magic bag that poops out dogs.
I could reach in and pull out something else.
Go ahead.
Yeah, let it out!
Let it out. Jeez.
But don't kill this
Right.
one!
Meanwhile, I'm sharing what the because I can do it up to 3, better.
Yeah.
I'm
3 times a day, if I remember correctly.
yes,
Yeah.
correct.
Well, then let both of them out.
Oh, ooh, 2.
2, which is?
Almost just as poor of a creature, but sorry, I got it.
What the fuck, Eck?
Let me see the bag.
Ooh, an ape.
And then suddenly a small orange ball, as suddenly it hits the floor like another hacky sack, and then suddenly as a ape of orange fur pops out, and this is an ape, like
That's
an
an orangutan.
larger animal.
Yeah. I can
That's
check
not
size. An ape is probably a medium creature.
That's not. That's an orangutan.
There's lots of kinds of apes.
If it's orange,
I know
it's
there's a
orange.
lot of type of apes here. So like,
But in the game, there's a specific ape.
so
So it's a medium
I'll pull up the
creature.
DMG
yeah,
here.
which ape? No, I'll just make one up. Okay, just
She's in the
for
player sample? Yeah, okay, ape.
for the sake of brevity, using the same one as an ape. A bright orange furred monkey with long arms and long legs with a thin body, which is a no furred face with a bright fur that goes out on the wide area. Just got
Yeah, I like you.
Hey,
and just starts climbing up you, and just sits on top of your shell. Starts stretching. Pick something up.
This is a medium beast. This
Same
is
thing.
It's a medium beast.
Yeah, you can hold this.
Yeah,
can I
I
see the
can.
bag, please?
It's a really light medium beast.
Why?
I just would like to see the bag.
Fine.
Make an arcana check.
Oh, holy shit, it's a magic bag.
How many animals are in there?
What is the name of the bag again?
This is a bag of tricks.
Open up the bag. You see You see one more ball of very small, not very many descriptions.
Oh,
it's
there's
a
one in
small
there.
wooden ball that has a lot of twisty arcane runes to it.
It's a magic bag. They're not real. They're not real.
Oh, okay. They're not like fluffy.
No.
Okay.
Well, they're more like Fluffy than they're like a real animal.
Fluffy's not real.
Very cool. You should be doing that more.
Should I pull another one out?
Why not? You get 3 a day.
Do we want to?
Roll a d8, man.
Roll an 8.
I would have saved it for when we needed it.
Roll another
but-
2. I
Yeah.
want 2.
It stays all
Two
day.
apes.
Another jackal. Poof.
Jackal.
Just sitting there, unsure if it's the same jackal or not, as you see a very identical noble jackal sitting up in a hind position, just looking.
Well, is he wearing
I'm
his
gonna go
necklace?
scratch behind its ears.
And okay, make an animal handling check.
Is he wearing the necklace?
No.
No, the necklace is.
Well, at least wait. That light lasts.
17.
A while, right?
By the way, I do
So
just.
you come around
Someone
behind
else-
it. Shh, you come around behind the ear and start scratching it, and he takes it almost like he doesn't want it. He's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's a good boy.
So I described what we run in, what happened, the tunnels and what I saw and so forth. And so now, by the way, was this in the one of the small things?
Well, moral of the story: that dwarf's an asshole.
You get the general sense something came from behind.
The dwarf that sent us here
The
is
one
an
that beats
asshole.
people
Well,
up
yeah.
and is rude to everyone?
Because there's you can take the metal that you find. Yeah, right.
Yeah, no,
We're not going to be able to get
So-
the metal out of the walls. It's-
no, of course not.
I vote for other way.
Yeah, it's
Shall we go the other way?
It's-
Other way.
The
nothing.
way that we do not know what's there?
Yeah.
The way where things don't explode.
Wait, we can still send the other. we can always send the monkey in on the other tunnel to see what's there.
No hurting animals.
So let's
This is a
clarify.
magical creature.
Let's
Right?
clarify that they're actually
aren't you?
real when they're here.
No, magic. It means
Yeah.
trick, illusion.
No,
They're
they're
not
actually stop.
As the monkey gets down from your from his perch, climbs up your leg and just kind of
Oh,
holds right there.
wait. Hey, you. Hey, back.
He doesn't like animals.
And starts to gets down and taking one of your daggers.
Oh, hey, give me that dagger. Give me that dagger. Hey, you. Okay. Sleight of hand. Give me back my
Make an
dagger.
animal handling check.
Animal hang? Is it a sleight of hand to get the dagger out of his hand?
Who's evolved?
Sleight of hand?
Who's evolved?
What?
What are you saying to me?
Who's evolved?
Oh my god. This is
Animal
devolved.
handling or sleight of
This
hand?
is devolved.
This is fun stuff.
Animal handling, he said.
No, I'm just
Sleight of
saying.
hand or animal handling?
Animal handling
Because
first.
you're handling an
Okay,
animal.
fine, animal handling.
You're manhandling the animal.
I am not manhandling the animal. I am taking the dagger away from it
Yeah.
before
Yeah.
it even knows.
Yeah, because we really want your animal handling with your history with animals so far. You end up stabbing yourself.
One
time.
mistake.
You know what they say?
One mistake.
D20 plus your wisdom modifier.
They say, fuck a goat once.
Yeah, I don't.
It's the second on the list.
Back it up! Back it up, children! Back it up!
Don't worry, it's a joke.
Oh.
19
19
for animal handling.
So as he
Wait, what?
as you start talking to it, how would you like to talk to it?
Easy. My dagger. Okay, sleight of hand. All right. Yeah. Good boy.
I give it a piece of licorice.
Licorice.
Yeah, I have one of my
Good monkey.
I'm doing this a little too well.
Alrighty. Let's go down the other hallway with the new animals.
All of
I
us.
still say that animals are scouts.
The ape.
No, we'll just take him with us.
Just take them with us.
Yep.
It's fine.
Let's take him with us.
So going down the salamander.
You
way.
never know how useful
So
a
going
monkey
down the
can be.
salamander way at this point.
Obviously, he took my dagger. Easy enough.
Diverse, because I know he would do this.
Little
That
squirt.
works.
Make a survival check, because I know he's going by traps and he's been doing that a lot lately.
That's gonna be a 24.
24.
Jeez.
Okay, he through him explaining this, he takes a look at the pathway
He's
before.
supposed to have expertise
and
in something.
He noticed that there's a lot of back and forth action from this one and the other one from where the caster was, with a lot of drag marks. A couple of them with the salamander that has been going back and forth like that. And he noticed that the kobolds that used to be a number of 50 at a time, going back and forth, but fewer and muddled in between. So it's a little hard to tell what's what. But
Oh, wait a minute. I'm supposed to be up.
something
towards
He
the
needs
front
to be
there.
up.
Everybody wants to be
something
with
is he
Traps.
yeah. So gentlemen, this is important information. He noticed that there was heavy sacks dragged along with the kobolds that were moving from the other cave to this cave,
Oh, good. We may actually get something out of this.
along with something else. I'm not quite sure what.
I
As
will.
that's all he gets right now.
Can I take a look? Because I've been
Now,
aiding
now
him.
is this going up
Are
the
you
cave?
proficient in survival?
Yeah, I've been aiding him the whole
Go
time.
right
Oh,
ahead.
I
Was
didn't know
this the cave where
That's why
the,
he needs to be up front.
Nope.
mage?
A little more. Yeah, next time you have
was
advantage.
going, or
No,
is
the
this
mage,
the-
the mage came from
No.
the mining area
Alright.
that had
I
all
was
the
helping
holes.
him the whole time.
This
so I
one
was
is where the
getting advantage
salamander
on
was
I don't know.
Came out
stationed- came out from essentially, and is we haven't gone down that one yet. Yeah, nothing special.
I'm not
You just see a
hiding
lot of tracks that are a bit of well,
Despite
muddled right
our
now. It's hard to say what.
I see jackal tracks.
And going down a little further, you see a slam.
Going
wall,
into a wall and then.
I see 3 people's tracks.
walking behind you about 10 feet.
That's
Do
very
we
good.
have any light right now, or are we just?
Do you?
Do you
Well,
want light?
Davros,
No,
and I don't need light.
I'm just curious.
Right now you are blind unless anyone casts
Humans
light.
need some light.
Yeah.
So.
I have night vision, so you can just kind of walk in front of me or right on my shoulders.
And the animals are blind too.
Well, that takes care of her.
Watch out for low
Yes, they
ceiling.
are.
No, I can
Both
do the
animals
koala
cannot
thing
see in the
again.
dark.
So right now the monkey is just holding on
A
to you, and
koala.
you hear the jackal just tripping over things.
Cast light, for Pete's sake.
All right, fine. Lights on.
Okay, now you
As
can
the
see.
monkey.
Okay.
Remember, if things have dark vision, they
Where'd
can
you
see
cast
us
light
whether
on?
we can see them or not. So.
I will cast the light
Is it correct? Davros said down.
on my lantern.
Down this
On
path.
your lantern?
Oh,
Which one?
Davros. They're down there.
Which path? The one that.
Which path did
We're
Davros?
going down the salamander path.
Yes.
the one where the thing didn't go.
Right, that's the one I wanted to go down to be
We're
blind.
not-
I know that, but
That's right.
Davros
Oh,
said we
I-
should go down
Poof
this
is
Burned
bad.
and screamed and screamed and screamed
Poof
until
is
it
very
died.
bad.
Or burned and screamed until it died. I prefer
There was
poof.
something
I
snuck
prefer
up on the back side of it.
It did not make a lot of sound. It just and that's it. That's it.
Well, yes.
Whatever that was.
I don't know. We're going the way Davros said to go.
Okay. So continuing where the salamander was posted at the time, going down,
Had to be guarding
as you
something.
feel the heat rise significantly. As the very walls themselves, with the lights on the lantern producing bright light.
Sorry.
As you guys continue down this hallway, is there anything you wish to do as you
Two
guys
tanks in the
continue?
deck.
I think he's gonna keep trying to
Check for traps.
check for traps and
Davros is in the
In
front.
the front.
yeah.
Okay, so roll a perception check.
And he's helping.
Anything I can do to assist?
If you move to the front, yes.
I'm gonna
Well,
work.
Yeah, we
he's
can
been
switch spots.
assisting.
They're rotating at
for-
the end.
We're
Alright.
rotating back and forth between me and him. I'm helping with the
Okay,
survival and he's
I'll allow
helping
it.
with
I'll allow
that.
it.
That's why they're all in the front and all the tanks are in the back. Because for some reason
I
that
would
works.
want it to roll.
And I'm leaving a trail on where we've been.
Oh, yeah, I'm also taking
Modify
chalk and marking
20.
the wall.
Modify 20?
For perception.
Okay.
I'm just straight.
Continuing 10, 20, 30 feet, slowing your progress a little bit.
As we're walking, I'm just marking the left side of the wall with chalk.
Okay, every now and again. Make a perception check for you specifically. As you guys continue down the hallway,
For me?
you find another roped-based trap that's going along and across an entire 7-foot cavern that you're walking down right now. Down
There's a wall.
I'm cleaning the wall as you go.
7.
There's a wall. Okay.
I don't suppose Hazel would have any perception on that, or no?
She's right in front of me.
No, unfortunately, not for this.
Okay.
So, you do, Davros does find a single piece of rope, tiny, that goes across the entire 7-foot line at a downward angle slope.
Do you want to do this one, or?
God help us.
Thank you, Davros.
Do you want
I-
to do this one?
I don't do accents for a reason,
It's
y'all.
okay.
Do you want to do this one?
I make up shit
Did
as
you
I
want to
go.
do the thing or
What
no?
does that fall under?
Thieves' tools.
This would
Okay.
be under thieves' tools.
All right, fine. I'll give it a shot.
D20 plus your proficiency plus your dexterity
At
modifier.
least you're not alone.
So it'd be
Plus
plus
9.
8.
Plus 9 to it.
It's more of a jaguar, but okay.
Just roll
Plus
plus
nine.
No, he's right. Plus 8. Our proficiency bonus is
So my thief
Oh,
tools
yeah.
is plus 8.
You're right, plus
yeah,
8.
plus
And
8.
then my dex modifier is plus 5.
Yeah.
So that means it's a total of.
Nope.
No,
The
no,
plus
no.
8's already included.
It's
now.
already included.
Okay, alright, fine. Plus 8. Okay, 18.
18. Okay. You, well, actually, sorry. I messed up. Make your investigation check because you would have investigated first to see.
Well, didn't he point it out to me?
Yes. Because you're trying
You
to
have
see
to
how
figure
the
it
trap
out.
is
Do I
made
get it?
and what is the triggering mechanism and what is it after.
Davros should be assisting, so he has
Yes.
advantage.
Do I get advantage with that then since he's helping me?
Yes.
Okay. 12.
12. Okay. You do roll high enough, even with the not knowing what exactly it triggers. You take a little bit of putty. At the same time, you take a stick and wrap it around just in a way that, cut the stick in just in a way that it will hold it, so that when you cut it on both sides, it is held in place and is effectively disarmed. Whatever it does.
Alright. I'm not sure what it does, but I've disarmed it.
Well, that's filling us with faith. Shall we keep going?
As you guys continue downward at this downward slope, that
Whatever
goes
you
for
do,
another 20
don't move
feet.
the sticks.
Just tell me perception or survival
It would be for what?
as we go along.
What are you looking for? Are you looking for traps, or are you looking for tracks?
A little bit of both.
All right, roll perception for
Oh my god, 2 9s. Okay. 18.
18, and then roll survival. Only him for this type. Only him for survival.
I don't have him?
I can't help.
Not for this one.
Okay.
Not for this one. This is trying to get more information on what he's moving on. So unfortunately, you would not be able to help with this one.
That's a 12.
12. Okay.
Not a clue.
He gets pretty much the same thing as he continues along with the track.
Okay,
Nothing
you can
special.
take a break.
It looks like that a couple of the areas have been mined. As you see, small holes that go maybe 2.5 feet in diameter that go into the darkness, but it's much too small for the lot that you are.
Are there any of the holes that he was talking about from the other tunnel over here?
Yes, actually, you're passing over by one right now. To your right, there's a small 2.5 foot diameter hole that just goes in about 10, 15 feet and then turns away downward into wherever it goes.
Could it be a bunch of baby salamanders left
It was-
over holes?
That was similar
Speaking
to
of
what.
flight.
That was similar to the type of holes that I saw when I was looking through.
Make a perception check
Kobold
since you're
houses?
next to it, Hazel.
Not sure about kobolds. Kobolds don't make holes that small.
Roll it
Make
again.
us fall.
This is why we have dice trays.
Oh no, that's a pretty awful roll.
This is why we have dice
It's hot down here. You're
No, the
getting.
thing is that when I was using a dice tray, I was rolling really shitty consistently. Now I just roll shitty every once in a while.
That's fair.
Fair point. Fair point.
So what did you roll? Total?
1.
A natural 1? Okay. You do see... Okay. So, it is pretty... It's hot down here.
I don't want to be here. It's hot. It's dark.
Yeah, it's a dry 110 degrees down here.
It's your dice
At
scale.
least.
Yeah, but it's a dry heat.
It's a dry heat. It's a hole, and what distracts you is that you do see about maybe 20 feet down a hallway with your light. You see a little bit of glow in the distance, about 20 feet, that turn off to the right.
Okay. A little bit of glow that turns off to the right.
Yeah, but it's a little muddled because of the light spell that you have.
Right. I could cut the light so we can see what the kind of glow it is, but I can always bring the light back.
Okay.
How many times can you do that?
It's a cantrip. I can do it as much as I
Or
want.
we can just walk towards it.
Do it as much as we want then.
Oh, light on or off?
Yeah, you could just close your lamp.
That's true.
Well, as you close the lamp, you notice that the exterior of the lamp is actually lighting up.
Oh, I thought you were doing the inside.
Well, I was trying to shoot the light inside the lamp so the lamp works and
Just
Like
light
a
the
lamp.
candle.
It just,
What?
Put light on the candle.
what?
Put light on the candle.
The trouble. Well, yeah.
It would have oil in it.
Okay, light the
It
oil.
does have oil, which is the funny part.
But this is more.
But we don't need to waste the oil.
That's right.
We can use it
Alright, so
to
you
douse an
cast it on
enemy
the
in later.
candle. Close the
Don't
lamp.
explain to me.
Okay.
I'm just letting you know
Fine.
what's going on.
Light off. What does the glow look like?
Make a perception check.
Everybody make a perception check then, right?
If
Because
you
they're all
want to
looking
make a
for
perception check, go right ahead.
We're looking for the glow to see what it looks
Okay.
like.
13.
Not my jam normally.
Look at this glow.
Oh, 20.
16.
Modified?
19 for
Modified.
Hazel.
30, 20.
23 for Davros.
Okay.
Cocked.
So can I cast the light on a very small object?
Yeah, like another baby
Yeah,
flame.
you did on the baby flan earlier.
So,
Right.
anyone
Don't see
20
shit.
or above?
But how small can I
Davros,
Davros, what do you get?
23.
23, okay. So, many of you don't really know what's going on, especially those that can't see. You just see a glow in the distance. For Sunny and Davros, seeing the glow of this, it's not like a fire flame, as it's not inconsistent enough. It's a general just ambience of a glow of orange heat. And it's not as, it's definitely more intense than the salamander's body that just faintly gave off of its glowing, forging heat of a body. It's probably visible magma.
It's probably.
I would not walk towards that, my friends.
That's
And the
probably
entire
what's
cave is
driving the
going
animals up this way.
Well, they came to this way. So whoever they
The
ran from was
salamander
probably
wouldn't be
the other
driven
way.
off by it.
True.
We could always turn around
True.
once we get to where we
Let's
cannot
go see what's at the
progress
end.
any
All
further.
right, I recast the light on the wick in the lantern.
On the lantern, make
The wick,
it,
just
make
specifically
it
on the wick.
Arcana. Make it Arcana.
Huh. It's a cantrip.
It's a harder thing.
Yeah,
Fine.
because technically the wick is still part of
It's,
the
a,
Alright,
it's an
alright,
object
fine.
that he's trying
Yeah.
to pick up part of the object.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nope.
so the lantern.
The whole lantern is now
So
gone.
as you try to target,
Well, no, it's +1.
No.
So it's 4.
Not when it's a- not when it's a nat.
All right, fine.
okay.
So that makes it
so
a minus
as you
4.
try to, first of all, you're blind, so you open it up and go there,
Oh no.
and you just hit the back of it as you light up and just blind you for a split second.
Ah!
Yeah,
Oh well.
Oh,
because you are blind in the darkness, so you're trying to target a small spot while you're
Yeah.
blinded.
Try touching it next time.
doesn't work like that.
Well, then you would know where it is.
True, but
Here.
it doesn't work that way.
Show you a trick. Ready? Here's a gold piece.
Mhm.
Put it on the gold piece.
Mm-hmm.
Cast it on the gold piece.
The lantern and the light.
Now cast it on the wick.
Now that you can see it.
Ah, that does help you see it better, doesn't it?
Roll an Arcana.
We're such little shits.
So there's a strobe action
Okay,
going
that one's
on.
19.
Okay.
That was 19.
So taking a
Much
moment
easier.
and
There's
actually
this
now able
tunnel
to
and-
see now.
Like people taking
you open it up
photographs.
and touch the wick, and you mutter a couple of arcane words, and it lights up. And it's actually a little weird because the wick goes all the way down into the flask. underneath it where the oil is, and it's
Right. So it's lighting
no.
up the entire wick.
It's in lighting
Right.
up the
Okay.
entire
I get it.
And
Yeah.
then
It's
the oil is glowing. And,
Right.
Yeah.
Everything's
I don't know why, but I
glowing.
feel like
Oil's
all these
glowing
verbal
because
components
it's
are
a wick.
But it's usually not a concentrated at the
Right. Right. It's not.
Oh, that.
I put the gold piece back.
Oh, it's more like
So you do
Verbal
have a
component.
light
All right.
inside the lantern now.
your way's better.
Usually.
Yes. Yeah, it just the small problem with that though
So-
is I don't have any gold pieces right now.
We're aware.
There's no
I
way
know.
around that for doing
Right.
it.
I have some.
I pick up a rock off the little tiny pebble.
Yes. I know.
No, this is for you.
What? It's a rock.
Yes.
The ape takes it from your hand and throws it.
Well, y'all have a mini flying, so you're good.
So he picks up another rock and goes, poof, throws it. Whoa.
Oh, fuck.
Thank you, ape.
What did it actually?
Well, it saw a rock, and once it can
They
throw a
grabbed the
rock.
rock and threw it.
No, but
As
I'm
I said.
referring to the sound that it made when it hit the ground further up ahead.
Echo.
No, that wasn't a solid echo.
It
That was
an
more
echo.
like a liquid echo.
No, the rock.
It's the way I'm reading it.
Okay.
You're
Was
going
it a solid
splash,
or liquid echo?
You're going splash, splash, splash. That indicates to me that it's
No.
not
No.
solid
I
ground.
never said splash.
No.
Is it a solid or liquid
You
echo?
did.
It was a solid.
It's a
echo.
solid
It's
echo. There we
bouncing.
go.
All right, I was interpreting it the other way.
We
Not
can always test the
sploosh.
echo. I have something that's audible for 300 feet.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
No.
It doesn't work if it deafens us.
Yeah, it
Excuse
goes-
me.
Okay.
Okay.
I go down the tunnel.
Probably
Yeah.
goes 600.
Davros,
feet. Yeah.
start walking.
Easily.
Easy.
Yep. Continue on, not towards the glow.
Continuing on. Well, okay. As
glow's
you guys
at the end
continue
of
on
town.
through
We have to
this
No, the glow's a
linear
different way.
linear cavern, you notice that there's only one place to go, either back or towards the glow.
Let's go towards the glow. I mean, let's not step into the glow.
No. As
Don't
you guys
go into the
get
light.
closer and
Don't
closer,
go into the light.
10, 15, 20 feet, and make it, and you turn, and you notice yourself looking upon a cave system that intersects with various lava tubes.
Great.
And you notice that the lava tubes that still are flowing with superheated magma that are flowing and making individual trenches 5 to 10 feet in length in 4 to 5 different sections. As you see a curtain of what you see across the distance, about at what was the distance again? The 60-foot long cave that slightly winds downward. You see a stalactite curtain, if you will, to the branching pathway in the distance after these trenches that are slowly dripping bits of magma.
It's hot down here.
Yeah.
It is nearly scalding hot down here. As you guys contemplate your next course of action, as you look upon this strange trenched lava-based system, and see a folded piece of metal at the very end of it, off of the left side, thrown to the left side of some sort of grate system, of several grates. I mean,
Oh, great.
yeah, like metal grates.
Metal
Oh,
grates. Okay.
Yeah, that are attached together and thrown to the side. We will end right there for now. And stop right there for part 1 of Together We Roll, episode 12. So,
Okay.
those that are still watching, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the ride of this ridiculous micromanaging group. No, right now the monkeys are.
Are you sure
As
that's being
the wall
singed?
is reflecting off his eyes.
Sweating.
Excuse us for monkeying around.
As the
Buns.
as the jackal is just looking over the corner and just kind of goes back into the darkness.
I'm gonna keep petting the jackal.
He's
I'm making friends.
begrudgingly accepting it. We will end there. I hope you enjoyed the ride. I hope you enjoyed the ride.
Yeah.
And we will continue the adventure in part 2 next week, or for us, 30 seconds.
Yep.
And let's see what happens and who's
Interesting.
in true control of these salamanders and kobolds and whatever. procedure
Salamanders,
they're doing.
plural?
Salamanders, possibly?
Oh yeah, sure. That one was alone.
Yes, because everyone travels alone.
Yeah,
That's
they
a
must
monster
have-
mentality. They always fight alone, right? Yeah.
Davros
So-
did say they were
Okay.
dragging something down in
With
this
that at the
area.
end, thank you for joining for another episode, and until next time, keep on rolling, everyone. Bye-bye. You slaughtered the fuck out of my minions.